Good afternoon. Match day 2 of the Premier League. Newcastle United travelled to the Amex to play Brighton and Hove Albion. Can we capitalise on last week's fantastic performance and bring home the 3 points? This is the Toon review. You'll find out with us. Good afternoon to one and all. Firstly, let's address why Paul isn't here and I am. On last night's TTR Friday, Paul had a low blood sugar moment. He actually passed out. He was out for 20-30 minutes. Susan got to him rapidly, got the medical attention to him. He's fine now. He's at Susan's, resting and recuperating, taking the day off, and hence why I'm here as a substitute for Paul. So I hope you don't mind that, but we'll obviously us subscribers, members, viewers, and the co-hosting team and the mod squad also. Get well soon, buddy. We're all missing you. Get yourself right. We'll keep it all in hand until you arrive back. Team news first and foremost, guys. Newcastle United side's up there. One player missing. Matt Targett misses out. He sustained a dead leg against Forest, so he misses out. Sven Botman comes in to replace him, and it looks like Dan Burn's going to go to left back, where he's played many times before. Obviously, isn't ideal, but that's what the cards have been dealt today. Nick Pope is fit, however. He starts. Kieran Trippier continues as captain at right back. Dan Burn looks like he's going to switch to left back with the centre-half pairing of Fabian Schär and Sven Botman. And the midfield three is the same: Bruno, Joe Willock and Joe Linton. And the front three also remains the same: Miggy, Saint Maximan and Callum Wilson. The bench has Dubravka, Dummett, Lascelles, Ritchie, Manquillo, Chris Wood, Jacob Murphy, Elliot Anderson and Sean Longstaff. So that's the Newcastle United side to play Brighton today. Brighton, they're unchanged from last week, but looks of things. Sanchez in goal. Play with looks like a back four, maybe back three. Webster Dunk. Parks Fartman in the centre three. March as a left wing back. And possibly, I'm going to say Trossard as a right wing back, maybe the other way around. Gross, Ladana, Caicedo, with Danny Welbeck up front. So very similar. In fact, it is the same lineup as last week, isn't it? No place for Enciso yet, nor Undav, nor Nwepu. They're all on the bench ready to come on just in case they're needed. Of course, alongside Tariq Lamptey. We'll take some comments. We'll go from the top. We've also got a treat at half time. Stato's coming in to do a summarisation of the first half, whilst I'll nip off and maybe have a toilet break or whatever and get myself another cold drink. But yeah, that's how things are today. A bit higgledy-piggledy mismatch, but we'll get through it. I like coffee, and Nick Pope says, hi, Paul and all. Stuart, hi, people, hope you're all good. Glenn's in the house. Flumpy Socks in the house. CKM makes a comment. Has me slightly concerned with Burn left back. They have pace wingers in Eddie we trust. Yeah, Burns played left back many times with Brighton. As I say, it's not ideal, but that's the cards have been dealt today. That's the best we can do. Anyone know why Tiger hasn't made it down? Yeah, he sustained a dead leg against Forest pretty late on in the game. I think it was his right leg he got injured. So that's why he hasn't made it. Michael's in the house. Jules explained the target dead leg there. Thanks, Jules. CKM, yes, but what does that actually mean, Jules? It means he's got a dead leg. It means he got a knee in the leg last week, and it's, you know, let's all have a great weekend, says Glenn. Indeed, 3 points will help that. Jerry's in the house. Hi, Paul. Paul's not Paul today, it's me. Put last target left back and bottom and centre back. Well, if he is fit, he probably would have done. Flumpy said it means they ain't playing. A dead leg from against Forest. Gets a dead leg for weeks. Put some dirt on it, walk it off. I don't mean dog shit, says Glenn. Green light for ASM to leave £40 million price tag. Yeah, not the conversation for today, I don't think, but I don't believe that for Team China. And Joel says, good afternoon, peeps. Welcome to the show. Keep it friendly. No all caps and no spoilers of any kind. If it's not been mentioned on screen, please do not put it in the comments. while on the subject also, if you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, give us a like. We've got 400 in the chat already, now half an hour before kickoff. Give us a thumbs up. Memberships are also available. If you click the join button, I'll take you through to that. And also super chats are also available. Click the dollar sign, donate whatever you feel you can afford. Everything's good. Liam says bottom left back, it'll be Dan Burn. I think mate's got experience there. Please don't ask for links, it will be deleted, says Jules. Also, some of us may be ahead or behind what's on the screen. Nature of the game, indeed it is. I will tell you when kickoff's about to start, and I will keep you on you with the time during the game also. There will also be a banner going across the bottom of the screen there, the score, and also in case you're new to the stream when you come in. Botman starting, says Ian, he is indeed. Get clicking those likes, subscribe, and join the Toon review. Also, let's show Billy some love for stepping in at a late moment. Indeed, thank you very much. Troll's in the house. Gary's in the house. Football Matters FC says playing left back. Indeed. Billy Howe today. Paul resting up. He is indeed. Billy always messages Watchalongs. Can't wait. Thanks, Frumpy. Lots of people saying hello to each other. Paul's in the house. After everyone, have a great performance. It's from the lads. Same for target. So it'll be interesting to see how we play with basically 3 centre backs in the back 4. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to target Dan Burn with his with the pace they've put down the flanks, but we'll see. Dan Burn's a solid replacement at left back, isn't he? Shane's in the house also. Skip that's not looking good. They were 2-1 down last I saw. In fact, as a result, Everton at Villa 2, Everton 1. Ings and Watkins for Villa. Lucas Digne in goal for Everton. So that's Everton played 2, lost 2. What a shame. Can't wait to see Botman today. Shame about target. However, lads says Dan. Paul thinks 1-0 to Newcastle. I want to Willock. The new her game 2 representative for Newcastle United, Danielle, and of course our fellow co-host. Afternoon also believe some love. And Glenn loves the new tag, which is fantastic. Southern George says late injury to target. No, it's happened quite late in the game last week, didn't it? He went down on the corner of our area after kind of tete-a-tete with their winger, Moyton. He was very quick, but yeah, he did his dead legging. So from Success intros, banger, thank you. Optimal Forager all the way from Japan's in the house. Smiles in the house. Rich in the house. Paul says, go on, Billy, good work. Cheers, Billy. Tom's also in the house. Afternoon, everyone. Get well soon, Billy. What's massive, Billy? We're all with you. Cheers, Tom. Well done, Billy. You'll do a great job as per usual, says Alan. Cheers, matey. Let's hope it's a nice game to commentate on, and that means, of course, 3 points. Ian says, 3 McDonald's if Pope keeps a clean sheet. Indeed, it is for him. Hope you feel better soon, Paul. Thanks for stepping in, Billy. Cheers, fella. No problem, Mark. We're a massive team here. We, all for 1 and 1 4. Santo says hello to me. Hi, Santo. Oven Ships all day says, doing a cracking job, mate. Thank you. Vortex in the house. Hi, Billy, lad. All the best to Paul. Take care in the heat, everyone. It is very warm. And my hay fever was kicked in today. It's pretty bad. I was a bit, ishy. But there you go. Matthew says, best luck on the speed of recovery. Paul, 3 points for you today. Let's all hope and pray. Rich in the house. Hi, Billy. 3 points today, please. Indeed. I'll try and bring you them, folks. Afternoon, I'll take it. Paul's on the well. Heavy foot, Betsy. He's resting up. He's fine. Afternoon, Billy. Best of Paul to chillax, but hopefully he's not watching the game to do that. I'm sure he will be. Probably listening to me as well. 2-1 win says, Facebook user, whoever you may be. Brandon just been to hospital. I was spraying my ankle at a football game tomorrow. Well, let's make a change from last night's stream when people were breaking legs and not going to hospital, Brandon. Sounds like you've got a bit of common sense there. Hey, Billy, is that Trips left wing back and Miggy right wing back or Burn left back? It'll be Burn left back, I imagine. Flat back 4. Possibly the option to go to a back 5 if it needs to be, I guess. But we'll see. Hopefully, if we don't go to a back 5, it means that everything's good. So let's hope for a back 4 and press them. Going to be here until the game starts. Might as well stick a thumbs up. Cheers, James. Very kind of you. Peter O'Keefe's in the house. Pete Bin's in the house. Devon Havitz is also in the house, but not for long. I was calling to work, going to miss watching the game. He isn't happy. Mark the Salt's in the house. Hi, Billy. Look forward to the class afternoon. Nick Pope. Ian's in the house. You're great. So, Billy, look forward to it. Cheers, mate. Stu's in the house. Hi, Jules, Daniel, Andrew, everybody saying hello to everyone. Kath's also in the house. Hello, Kath. Afternoon, Billy. Hope Paul's feeling better today. Give him my love and best wishes indeed. What team we're putting out today, mind? Stephen Kirkpatrick. Hi, Billy. Hope Paul's okay and praise for you, Danny and Alex, for carrying on last night. Yeah, as I say, we're all for 1-1 for all here at Toon Review, and that includes all you lot too, and everyone in the background, all of the fantastic mods that we have. So, all one big family, all one big team, all stick together through thick and thin. And last night was a bit of thin. It was tough to know what was going on, but we got through it, and I think we did a good show in the end too. Merrill says, "Good afternoon, Billy. Love the day for it. It's a fantastic day. Not nice being stuck in the house though with a poxy little fan next to me, but still, we'll get through this and we'll bring the 3 points home, all being well." Mark's all the best to Paul. Get well soon. Well done, Billy, and all for holding the fort indeed. Anne says, "Hi, Billy. Look forward to the game. Saying all the very best to Paul. Get well soon, Hans." Thank you very much. I'm sure he's appreciative of all his kind gestures. Think back to last October, then look at that back four. Wow, one was an upwards, Andrew. Yeah, indeed. I put Botman on the bench for this FPL. I think I've got him in the side, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I didn't take him because all my defenders were subs last week. Dear. The bike group CIC is in very optimistic mood. Unfortunately, 3 points of Seagulls. Get well soon, Paul. Oh, right, he's a Brighton fan. That's why he's saying that. He is optimistic, actually. Paul says, "Hello, Billy. Hope we're all keeping well. I think 2 on Newcastle. If Bruno or Joe scores, will you give your best Brazilian goal? We'll see. Can't say what's going to happen when things haven't happened yet, but you never know." Hi, Billy. Missed most of the shows last week, but seeing on Facebook that Paul was in well last night. Hope he's okay now, and fingers crossed we take 3 points today. 1-0 Toon. Think it will be close, so it'll be a harder game than last week for certain. Brighton gave a great performance at Old Trafford last week, albeit being a very poor Man United side, but they dominated for large portions of that game. They've got some great footballers. It's going to be a massive battle in the middle of the park, in my opinion, today. It's going to be one to look forward to. Ken says, "Hope Paul recovers soon," but brilliant sub brought on. You can smash it, really. Cheers, Ken. Again, Jack said, "Target at left back and Botman centre back when we play City." If Target's fit, of course, but who knows? You are getting better with every broadcast, mate, and you started off pretty good, so it's impressive. Thanks, Malcolm. Very appreciated, buddy. Everyone's saying, well, hello to everyone. Burnish Shield 1140. We're with Burn today and tough maybe Botman. I'll take a 1-1. Chris moves in the house. Good morning, Billy Bunny lads. Good morning, Chris. Andrew's got a nice 5 on Wilson to get 3 or more, 80-1. If you double that up with a 7-0, Andrew, you'd be quitting at the leads, wouldn't you, mate? Take a quick drink because it's very, very hot. Oh, Christ, really warm. Hey, this afternoon, all I hope for another 3 points today. Optimal forwards. I wonder how long Frank Lampard will keep his job. Yeah, he's had a bad start, hasn't he? What a shame. Stu thinks 2-0 to the boys today. Could you say fair play to the folks making the journey down to Amex? Yeah, long old trek down there, and lots of gone down full capacity in the away end, as per usual, with the Newcastle United travelling faithful. Graham's in the house afternoon. All Billy, get well soon, Paul. Dean, much love from Northumberland. Billy, give Paul all my love. You just done it, mate. He'll be watching and he'll be very appreciative. Glad to see Botman can play left back. He's working playing left back. It'll be done, Burn. 1-2 to the Toon today. However, the lad Suzanne. David says, "Go for it, Billy. I imagine being confused for Louis Spence would play havoc with anybody's blood sugar levels. Get well soon, Paul." First super chat for me and Anderson. Cheers, buddy. £4.49. No comment there, but again, we're all very grateful and very appreciative of your very kind gestures, sir. Very nice of you. Ian suggests I'll get a cold beer. No cold beer in the house. Unfortunately, I've got some cold pop though. Bloody cold in Australia, 11 Celsius. I think there's a few people in this country that would give their right arm for a bit of 11 Celsius now, to be honest. It's pushing 35 today, so it's quite warm. Safe score has Botman on the left. Safe score won't be right there. I'm pretty sure that Dan Byrne will be on the left. Stephen O'Donovan says, "Get well soon, Paul. You absolute legend." Chris thinks Bruno 2 and Maxi 1 in a 3-0 and 3-0 Toon for Mark the Salt. Nigel thinks that Nick Pope will score from a goal kick today. Well, it's been that kind of week, hasn't it? Wouldn't be a surprise. Here we go. Southern Geordie, perfect game for Bird to play left back. If he has to play there, as I don't know better than anyone what to expect. Indeed, he will. Barbara's in the house. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Billy. So looking forward to your comments today. Get well soon, Paul. Ryan says hopefully we get Lewis fit for next week. a dead leg shouldn't last 2 weeks, so Ryan, I imagine that Matt Target will be fine for next week, but we'll see. We'll see. You've got this, Billy. Best wishes to Paul Stalin. Cheers, buddy. And Matt's gone, Billy. Good luck. Keep well, Paul. Soak your t-shirt in cold water and then put it on, Jules. Really works. It does for a little while, I've got to say. I'll do that at work. But after about 10 minutes, when it's dried off, it's worse. Flumpy says, Billy, we trust. Very kind of you. Get well soon, Paul, mate. Billy will do a great job. Says Brandon, sorry. Michael says, get well soon, Paul. Got a great job in Billy. Looking forward to this. DS says, hello, I'm back with Billy in his coup. It's not no coup whatsoever, mate. Here we go, Billy. Let's end 2-1. I wish Paul a speedy recovery. Jimmy says, I thought Paul would anyway game. He took here last night, Jimmy. He's fine now, just resting and recuperating. But yeah, he took here last night on the stream. I'm looking a bit shadowy here, aren't I? I think I might have to put a light on. So I shall do. If I can find my light button. There you go. That's better. So I'll put the other one on as well. Yeah, there you go. All good. Hope Paul is okay. Get well soon if you're watching. I'm sure he will be. Uaslam Bruti, Salve de Brazil. So he's looking forward to a Brazilian masterclass today, hopefully. I think we all are. Craig says you'll all have to stop picking on Paul on Fridays. Adam says, oi, oi, Billy. Says, yeah, cheers, mate. Lots of laughter in the house for Everton's demise today. Jimmy thinks 2-2. Optimal Fold says, turn your fans off if the temperature gets above 35 degrees. You can explain that, mate. Why is that then? Because it's George in the house. Also, get well soon, Paul. Billy's a great substitute. Cheers, bud. Roach says, hi, Billy. Points in the bag today. Also, cold points in the hand. Ooh, you're teasing me. You tease me, mate. I would kill for cold beer now. Quite literally. Yes, it's very warm. I mean, all I've got is cold pop. But we'll get through. We'll get through. I'll just be jealous of you, thinking of you drinking your beer. Yeah, cold beer. Banter 8 at Craig Roy and Optimal Forward says, increase your risk of getting heat stroke. Well, I didn't know that. Andrew, Saturday sunshine, 2 match, cold blood boys is what's not to like. Danielle Rocks, enjoy the same as Chris. Not looking good for the Scouts. Mac, I'm going to skip a load of comments here because we're getting close to kind of kickoff time. Kevin says, get well, Paul. If I win a 0-7 bet, I'd pull a Mooney out my flat window while singing the Blade Mazes. Mate, Billy, stay hydrated. It was funny that Villa game. Everyone seems to hang around the shade quite a lot. Must be a bit hot over there. It is, yeah, it's quite hot. Mark's in the house. Hi, mate. Look forward to Billy commentary. Get well soon, mate. To Paul. Tampa Toon with a $10 super chat. Cheers, mate. Back for your commentary while watching the game, Billy. Far more informative and enjoyable than the broadcasters, commentators. Speedy recovery, Paul. Very appreciative, mate. Very grateful. Thanks ever so much for your kind gesture. Good luck, Billy. I hope this game goes well for you. I'm off to watch the game and I'll catch you afterwards, indeed. Good luck. Julie says, Muckamars, good afternoon, my friend. I hope you're well. 500 yen super chat from Optimal Forager. Buy yourself a pint, mate. I'm going to definitely have a pint later. Absolutely no doubt about it. Got family down. These streams couldn't it fine like showing the 1970 World Cup final, no need. Great game, wasn't it? Hope nothing to side, but I hope hi Danielle, hi Ryan, Trolls and Jules. Poet don't know it, eh? Billy, you would walk straight into Gillette Soccer Saturday team. You're 3 times better than those divs. That's a kind of hidden compliment, I think. I do appreciate it. Very much so. Got to be quiet a minute. There you go. The heat's killing Michael. I hope you're well. Hey, everyone else, Paul. He's recuperating at the minute. But he's getting there. Come on, Magpie, says Millie. Hi, Billy. I hope you're well, says Fahad. Cheers, mate. Paul's in the house also. Paul Galan. Hi, Paul. $9.99 from Chris Marie. Cheers, mate. Very appreciative. Hey, Norvik. Everyone's saying hello to. Munkard's in Coventry too. He's melting. It is very hot, mate, isn't it? Daniel says, Muckamar, definitely no chili burgers today. No, I couldn't think of anything worse to eat than that. And the heat makes you not want to eat anyway, doesn't it? Ian Skinner, wow, what's going on there? Amazing. Attacked by a swarm of bees then. Mr. H hearing ASM has pulled up during warm up. Posh Pop to call me down this afternoon for Fenton Cherry Cola. Well, that is very posh, isn't it? What we got? 51. You have to bear with me while I'm looking through things to find what I want to find. I won't be on there, will it? Ten minutes will kick off, guys. Everything's good. Steve says Paul's getting his own back, making you work today. Super chat from Devin Harris. Cheers, mate. For Paul, might not be watching, but I'm listening. Billy, you legend. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. I don't want that one on. That's for certain. All that. See what this one is. Lots of cold beers on show. Glenn Newhouse has got his TV watch. Has got Brazil. Mopane not in talk. Squad is in talk with Forest 15 million. Wow. Julie says, I'm sure the skip that's losing will cheer Paul up. Great job standing in, Billy. Thank you, Julie. Very kind of you. I found what I wanted to find. Looks very warm. The pitch being watered at the Amex. Looks fantastic. Full up stadium, though it's not the greatest capacity in the world, but a nice little stadium, nice little homely stadium down there on the south coast, where it's obviously warmer there than what it would be here, or even further north where you are. I bet it's 36, 37 degrees. Paul's got a bottle of wine tonight. Wow. Glad to hear Paul's on the mend. It was a bit of a worry, Vabe. Cheers, Baz. It was a bit of a worry, but you know, we were aware of what was going on during the stream. A bit early here. It's only alcohol 9:50 a.m. Are you sure Paul didn't get last minute away to get Belina? Get well and back soon. Kath says, I should have mentioned, big up Paul and Mod, do a great job. They do indeed. Best mods in the business. Cold Budweiser, what's not to like? Well, cold Budweiser, it's the American stuff. The Czech Budweiser is decent, so I'm not a fan of Bud, I've got to be honest. The amount of signings Forest are making, I'll take them to the next season to blend them in. Yeah, you're right. Christ, that's lovely. I'm listening while sunbathing in the garden, but no beer, just lemon barley. Looking forward to listening in. Good for you, Nyala, sorry. I do apologise. Much for getting love from her Game 2 representative. What's happened with Paul? He just took a little bit ill last night, but he's fine. Once again, no asking for links to live streams, please. Now, the Brighton mascot, it's supposed to be a seagull, but to be quite fair, it looks like a cock. I mean, the bird cock, obviously. Prancing up and down the pitch. And it's got like a ginger top to it. I think you know what I'm going when I say cock now. Tomatoes or gherkin? Nick Pope is the answer. That's answer too, Ben. She thinks I should have had a nice cold. Stop saying cold drinks. Nice cold Nuki Brune and stuff like that. Oh. Everyone's saying what they're drinking. I'm not putting them up because I'll get jealous. Billy Bro suggests put your TV in line of sight. It's not good for your neck and back to twist and look up. Just suggest. No, I don't mind, mate. To be quite honest, my TV's quite high anyway. Renier gives us a 99 cents super chat. Very much appreciated, buddy. Get yourself on the fans forum again soon. It's been a while, mate. We like your pearls of wisdom when you talk on the fans forum. We missed you. Dark by design. So when Tiger's injured, we haven't a dedicated left back to come in. We do, but we've got one injured, Lewis. Dummett, obviously, they don't feel quick enough for this fixture. Given he got rinsed against Bilbao. So it's obvious choices to put Dan Burn in a place that's not foreign to him, left back. Danny Sheffer, shalom from Israel, shalom. Round of applause for Renier. Stephen Kirkpatrick congratulating Danielle on her new role with her game too. Andrew, Andrew, get the check stuff. Well, I mean, one and loads of noughts, million, isn't it? Times better. Nigel B, the Korean Prem advert shows NUFC 3 times. Shearer statue, team in tunnel, and war flags. We are massive. We are indeed. Daniel, I hope you and Leo well could do with a chili burger. No way. Not in Israel, Mike. No way. And Clark, as he quite right says, Lewis is injured. He is, of course. People are now saying, come on, Newcastle. Pelly and Jorginho went a patch on Bruno and J7, were they? Dear me. Nor Rivellino. Dear, what a player he was. What a team that was. Tip from Alan Dart. Add a touch of salt water gets into your system easier. Electrolytes. Tastes like not very nice, would it? Half the picture of Brighton's in the shade. Well, I'll say a half. It's probably about a third. It's in the shade. It's going to be awkward viewing. One spectacularly will be needed, I believe. They're on hand, so it's all good. Werner's in the house. Looking forward to some quality commentary. The ones on TV are so irritating. Tom Lynch, Andrew, are you in the UK? It's most supermarkets, bottles and cans. Budweiser, Budvar. We've got Jack and Macom's in the house. Newcastle to get battered 3-0. Ian Skinner, just made himself a picture from scratch. Lovely. Now let's boss to wash it down. And Wayne said, Jack, take your face for a shit. So it looks like we've got the home shorts with this training top that we're wearing. Not going to be the most aesthetically pleasing kit, I don't believe, but there's a full house of Newcastle United fans in there. And I say, just in the half the picture is covered in shade, and the other half is in bright sunshine. So we've got the normal Newcastle tracky tops on. We've got the black shorts, black socks, and the training top. Dan Burn G the troops up as they walk out onto the pitch. Take a few more comments. That's a good suggestion from Nigel. In this weather, they should keep the sprinklers on during the match. That's a good idea, that. We're coming well down in the comments now. Amex holds 31,800. Well, that ain't too bad then, is it? It's not like Bournemouth, is it? There's plumes of smoke, blue smoke, enveloping the pitch at the Amex. Brighton fans look well up for this. One or two of them noticing on the camera and doing that stuff when you're on the camera. But the Newcastle fans are also there in full voice. Looks like a great spectacle here today. Kieran Trippier leading the side out. Standing side by side, the two teams on the halfway line. Get through a few more comments. Apocalyptic Workshop did it in one go. Cock with a ginger top. Are you talking about Colback again? Very much so. Nice cold. Stop! But he makes up for with a 2-1 win prediction. Good point from ZKM. I think games like this is why we are lucky to have Kieran Trippier. Incidentally, guys, half time, Stato will be joining us to give his impressions of the first half. And knowing Stato will be detailed as always. He'll have some pearls of wisdom to share with us, whilst I probably nip off and have a quick run out and get myself a drink or whatever. But yeah, something to look forward to at half time. So here we go. Teams are shaking hands. The Brighton lineups on the screen. Their bench looks fairly well. They've got Levi Colwell on the bench, the player they've got on loan from Chelsea. Steven Alzate, Dennis Undaz, of course, Jean-Paul Van Heck, and Enoch and Wepu alongside Tariq Lamptey. So they've got a bit of depth on their bench. We've got a better mascot indeed. Magpies usurps the seagull that looks like a cockerel all day long. Looks a bit like Foghorn Leghorn. Do you remember him? Paul says excited to see Botman play his first game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this also. But he'll have a hard day's work today because Danny Welbeck didn't give the Man United centre halves an inch of comfort last week, did he? He was on their case for 90 minutes. Back to his old best, Danny Welbeck. Maybe pushing for an England squad place because he seems to get in the England squad at the drop of a hat whenever he's fit. So, yeah, must be the Man United kind of heritage he's got. Paul and Bots are in. Come on, you magpie, said Nigel. Those tracky tops are amazing, said Andrew. We'll get the banner on because we're about to kick off. Teams are being introduced, obviously. And it does look like it's definitely Dan Burnett left back. Get myself comfortable. It's going to be a battle of midfield today, guys. It really is. Spectacles on hand. Give them a quick polish. My glasses, giving them a quick polish, I'll say. Hope the sound sounds better today, guys. Also, I've got to make sure my mic's on today. I'm not talking through my headset mic. So we're all good to go. Glasses are on. Screen is fantastic. And it's going to be a great game of football, guys. Let's get 3 points, eh? Let's have the 3 points. Let's bring them home. It's going to be a great game. Brighton are playing a 3-4-3 by the look of it. Lallana, Welbeck and Gross as their front three. Obviously, Lallana and Gross behind Welbeck to either side of him. Midfield fourth, Trossard, Caicedo, McAllister and March. And which actually, March, although he's a great player, probably won't give Burn the trouble that a quick and pacey winger would give him. I'm not saying he's slow, but there you go. Ben Harris is a Brighton fan. Hopefully, Tarek Lamptey starts more often. Yeah, it's strange how he's not getting a game, isn't it? But obviously, Graham Potter's a fantastic manager. Looking like he's going to be maybe in the run for an England job after the World Cup. The players are in the centre circle. Game's kicked off. We're off and running. 0-0-0 on the clock. Newcastle have the ball on the right hand side with. Well, I'll tell you something, guys. This kit. It looks white with a little bit of light blue on it. Miggy has the ball at the minute. Terrible ball from Miggy. Cuts out, but it's back to Newcastle again with Bruno Guimaraes. Sven Botman played it down here for Dan Burn. He takes it into control, plays the ball down the line, looking for the run of Wilson in the shade. It's cut out by Lewis Dunk, the Brighton captain. It's a Newcastle throw-in, which has been taken quickly. Back it goes now to Sven Botman. Minimal pressure by Brighton in a minute. Ball played forward, but Newcastle doing well at the minute. So Maxman has it. It's got 2 men on him, and in fact he loses out. And Brighton come away down the right hand side, but well won back there by Alan St. Maximan. A tone for ever. Plays the ball over the top, looking for Wilson to get in. Great last ditch clearance from Lewis Dunk. Otherwise, Wilson was throwing the goalkeeper. Nodded away. Newcastle come again with Joe Linton down the right hand side. Little lob over the top. First one tackled by the number 34 Veltman, and out for throwing level with the Brighton penalty area. Positive start from Newcastle United. Nice bit of play from Joe Linton. Great bit of play from St. Maximan to reclaim the ball after losing it. 2 men on him. We've got a throw in. Dan Burn will take it just short of the penalty area, left hand side. Joe Linton shows for him, but the ball's going over the top, looking for Wilson, near post, gets a flick on, but flicks it straight out of play for a goal kick to Brighton and Hove Albion, which Robert Sanchez will take. As I say, 1 minute 33 on the clock, 0-0 still, but a very positive start from the lads today. I can't remember about this kit. It looks better in the shade than what it does in the light, because in the light it just looks white. So I don't know. Can't make my mind about it. There's no need for a fourth kit, as I said last night. It's a real bugbear of mine. And then Sanchez clears long, avoiding the Newcastle press. All the players push well up the pitch. Header from Joe Willock straight to a Brighton player who volleys it out to his right side, looking for Solly March. Solly March quips inside, back in his own half. Long gaping ball, looking for the man on the left wing. He nods it inside, but it comes straight through to yesterday's trend on Twitter, Nick Pope. He's ran forward with the ball. He's now ready to roll the ball out and roll it to Sven Botman. Sven Botman goes back to Nick Pope. Nick Pope comfortable with the ball. Long clearance down the pitch. This should be meat and drink to Brighton centre half, but it isn't actually. Wilson gets a little flick. Sanchez comes out to clear it and does so right down the pitch, into the arms of Nick Pope. Slightly goes out the area, comes back in again, but all in hand now. Botman on his penalty spot, back to Nick Pope again. Not really great pressure from Brighton, but a little bit to make Pope again go for the middle. He's pushing the back there, Wilson. Ref didn't see it. Brighton play on the left-hand side. Cut out there by Joe Linton, but back to the Brighton centre halves. Now it's with Veltman on this Brighton right in defence. Plays the ball for Solly March up the line. He's being pressurised by Dunban. Lovely little ball inside from March. It's found Gross, and now it's on this wide side. Lovely floated ball on the other side of the pitch. Trossard's been matched by Trippier. He's cut inside. One first shot, deflected. Wide for corner to Brighton. First shot and angle there from Brighton. Lovely ball from Solly March to put Trossard in on the far side. But Brighton looked dangerous there coming forward. Trossard cut inside Trippier. Cut inside Willock. Let fly, but was deflected off a Newcastle boot. I think it's Fabian Schär. Wide for corner to Brighton. Their first corner of the game from this right-hand side. 3 minutes and 45 on the clock. Still 0-0. Brighton preparing a corner. They've got some big guys. Webster's up there. Lewis Dunk's up there. Thaltman's up there. Solly March will take it. Looks like an in-swinger. Curved in with his left foot. From the Brighton right-hand side. He's got to play it short if he wants him. No one's gone to him, but looks like March is going for a long one into the box. Here it comes now. Lots of wrestling in the box. Near post corner, well cleared away. It's come out to the edge of the area where we picked up by McAllister. Out wide there. Trossard has it. He's got him behind the back here. Trouble here for Newcastle. St Maximin dreaming on the back post. Really bad bit of play from St Maximin there in his own area. Was dreaming, but Sven Botman got a foot in to block the March. Cut back, and it'll be another corner to Brighton. ASM's got to be awake in that situation. Tried to control his box, stole in March. He went for kind of low cut across the goalkeeper. Sven Botman, hands behind his back, got his right foot on it, and out he went for corner. And it's Brighton a second, and a bit of pressure being put on. This time it's going to be out. Pascal Gross is there looking for maybe for an outswinger. Solly March is also there, so it's one of the two of them. It's left to Pascal Gross, outswinger. I think it's going to be an outswinger from Gross, sorry. That's gone down. Excuse myself a minute, guys. Sorry about this. Bit of a technical hit here, folks. Just for a second. We'll be back in a second. And we're back with you. Looks like a bit more pressure coming from Brighton. 5 minutes on the clock at the minute. Still 0-0. Yeah, still 0-0. Brighton putting a bit of pressure in at the minute, which ain't great. So we're on a bit of a loop at the minute. The stream's gone a bit skew-if. Hopefully we'll get through this time. We'll see. And it looks like we have. It's good. So it's 5 minutes 54 on the clock. If the ball's out wide on the right-hand side, tackle Liverpool's ASM wins the ball back superbly, and Dan Burn can come away the ball. On the break here, on the counter-attack, Newcastle. ASM's the ball here. Can you give it him? He can. It's ASM on the this left-hand side. Looked inside, going to go across the pitch. It's a fantastic pass out for Kieran Trippier. Wide on the right-hand side. Little ball inside. Ain't the best from Trippier for Willock. It's cut out well by Adam Webster. 7 minutes on the clock, 0-0 still. But a good enterprising first half so far. A little bit of technical troubles there, guys, but back with it again. Robert Sanchez with a goal kick. Brighton on the attack here. It's with Trossard on the far left-hand side. Left it is. He's taking Trippier on. Twisting and turning. Trippier all over the place. Trippier stuck with him. The crosses come in. Shea gets headed to it. Trossard beats Trippier in the air. Ball's played calmly out by Willock. Miguel Almiron loses it in a real dangerous area, but it's been covered by Shea. It's a bit of a scrappy clearance, but Brighton can come again. This is bad. A lot of pressure here. McAllister has the ball now. Great tackle there by Joe Linton. And now it's just a Maximan coming from the middle of the park. Going straight. Good tackle there. And he got the ball too from Caicedo. ASM's robbed there. Great tackle. Brighton on the attack now in the shade here on his right-hand side with Solly March. Marched up by Dan Burn. He's gone past Dan Burn, but Dan Burn gets back, gets a foot in it. Bardman knocks it away calmly. A nice bit of play from Bruno Guimaraes. And plays it square there. Well played, Newcastle. Did well to play that out. And there's a bit of space here for Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's going one-on-one with the centre halves. Wilson plays it out wide. So Maximan's gone to the far side this time. Just stands it up still. Guimaraes going to go for distance. Plays the ball to Callum Wilson. Oh, he could have got a ball in there. And he'd have been clean through. But good defending from Lewis Dunk. Brighton now come on the attack with the end. It's end-to-end stuff. Like a basketball game, this guy's at the minute. Brighton on the attack on the far side with Trossard. He cuts back into Caicedo. Puts it square for McAllister. And down the bottom here for Veltman on his right-hand side. And all the way down the bottom to Solly March. Hugging the flank. Hugging the touchline. Back inside to McAllister. He's kind of orchestrating things and at the anchor of the midfield for Brighton. Solly March again on the right-hand side. Ball down the line. Too heavy. Gone out for a goal kick. Well shepherded out by Joe Lynch. This is kind of developing as the kind of game of football I thought it would be. It's really good. But Wilson almost put Guimaraes in there. It wasn't for the foot of... it's a great tackle. Lewis Dunk. He had to go for the man to get there, though. So let's have a look at this now. That's a foul. It's not Lewis Dunk, it's Veltman. But he's gone for the back of Wilson and played the ball through him. It looks a good tackle in first viewing, but I think that's a free kick. Or right on the edge of the area. Possible penalty. VAR not looking at it. Nick Pope has a goal kick. And long he'll go. And long he goes indeed. Wilson's had a bit of success in the air against the Brighton centre halves, but not on this occasion. Fabian Schär's elbowed there, but the play on. Ball is with Joe Willock. Now it's with Guimaraes. That's a foul all day long. And the referee plays on. Unbelievable. Little turn there, but what a great tackle that is from Sven Botman. Good ball for Wilson too. Controls it. Out wide here for St Maximan. Referee being very lenient on foul so far. St Maximan going at his defender. Goes past him. In the air, cuts it back deep, but edge of the box and picked up by a Brighton player. Not great vision from St Maximan there, but at least he was trying to do the right thing, if not doing the right thing. Brighton have a throw in, half an own half. But what a game of football it's been. 10 minutes of non-stop action. Potential openings at both ends. So Maximan looks a real danger for Newcastle. And also Trossard looks a real danger for Brighton. So it's a game of two left wingers, really. Brighton has a throw in. Veltman will take it, approaching the halfway line on the Brighton right. Newcastle have got these marks up pretty well here. Veltman's took at least 30 seconds here to take this throw in. Now he's going to go long, looking for the head of... Well, he's gone to the feet of Welbeck. But it's cut out by Byrne. But it's inside, and McAllister has it on the halfway line. Back it goes to Adam Webster. Adam Webster plays it out wide. Ball's back now with Caicedo. Caicedo floats all the way to Veltman on his right-hand side again. And Brighton playing keep ball on the halfway line. Little floaty ball down the line looking for March. Way over hit. 20 yards over hit, in fact. And Newcastle have a throw in the left-back area. First real scrappy bit of play there from both sides there. Caicedo's very sharp in the tackle. Brighton are very physical. The referee's let them get away with it so far. Been 2 or 3 tackles that have gone through the player to get to the ball. He's let them play on. And now Joe Linton has it, and he plays it back here for Fabian Schär. Wide out for Kieran Trippier. Little bit of space between them two. First time ball down the line, looking for the run of Miggy. The defender gets there first, and Miggy will get the second ball, maybe. Takes it fantastically well with a bit of pressure, but he holds it up really well. Does well to get away. There's a foul there by Trossard, and a silly foul too because he'd lost the ball. Trossard's complaining, but the lineman's right next to him. He's flagged for the foul, and Newcastle will have a very attacking free kick here, wide on the right-hand side, maybe 10 yards from the corner flag. Silly foul from Trossard there. Didn't need to do it. Miggy virtually lost the ball, but couldn't help but stick his foot in. He caught Miggy. Linesman flagged for the free kick, only a yard away from the action, and Newcastle will take one now. It looks like it's going to be... Well, you'd think it'd be Trippier, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to be an in-swinger. Pictures in the films in the middle. Oh, he's Trippier. Trippier's going to put a whippy out-swinging ball in. Plenty of big men in there. Botman, Joe Linton, Cher, they're all in there. Ball comes in now. Over the first man. Flick on. Come back to the Max man. He could have had a shot first time. He decided to take it down first. Little chip over the top. Oh, great header away. And Botman can clear it. It's now with Cher, wide Trippier. Trippier will go straight back into the middle, looking for the wood of Callum Wilson. Takes it down fantastically. A little flick over the top. Brilliant, Wilson. Oh, it's a goal. It's not a goal. He's disallowed it for high feet, I think. I don't know. His feet were quite high, to be fair. But it's a real great bit of skill from Callum Wilson. Took it down his chest. Little flick over the top. It is a high foot, to be fair. He had to get the ball early, and to do that, he had to put his feet, and it was level with Lewis Dunk. It's Lewis Dunk's head. He didn't actually catch him in the head, but his feet were high enough to get him in the head. Ball came down, and Wilson kind of shin volleyed it past Sanchez, who, in all fairness, had given up on it because the whistle had gone. But a bit of a false cheer then for a goal from me there. But great bit of play from Callum Wilson. The ball is a free kick to Newcastle. Push on Fabian Cher from Caicedo. Just about 2 yards outside our penalty box, and Cher takes it square to Sven Botman. Sven Botman comes inside and plays it back out to Cher again. Bit of pressure from Brighton this time, and we didn't like it, but a good ball for Cher out. Great play from Miggy. Took the fullback out superbly. He's got the length of that flank to win now. He's coming inside. Plays it to Bruno Guimaraes. Great play from Miguel Almiron. Now wide for Sanderson Maximan, who's lost out there to Valtman. Did really well, the defender, but it's a brilliant bit of play from Miguel Almiron to get clear there. But Brighton are now on the attack themselves with commanding head and Botman, but only to a Brighton player. It's going to go out for throw-in to Newcastle, just inside our own half on the left-hand side. And it's taken quickly by Bird back to Sven Botman, who puts it inside for Bruno Guimaraes on the anchor of the edge of the diamond of the midfield. Little twist and turn away from the defender. Burn into Joe Linton. Joe Linton with the ball over to Joe Willock. Joe Willock will play a nice little ball in there. Good little bit of skill from McGee. Sticks on the ball, but comes back inside again. Still has it. Gives it to Bruno Guimaraes. And now it's Kieran Trippier. A bit of space for Kieran. Can he pick a pass out? He goes wide. Where St. Max Man's gone on the far side this time, following the ball around. Nice little ball inside for Bruno from Trippier. An attempted flick from Bruno. Didn't work that time. Confidence to try it. Didn't work. But great little flip from Almiron about 5 minutes ago. Second pass to Brighton. Right back. Left back it'd be, wouldn't it? Yeah, went past him like a tree, and the Brighton defender was lost for all intents and purposes. Newcastle attack again. Bruno has it. Tries to play a ball to St. Maximan. Couldn't get the right contact on the ball. And through it goes to Robert Sanchez in the Brighton area. 15 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0, but it's a fantastic game of football. End-to-end stuff. Two really quality sides here. Playing some good stuff. Some very skillful players on the show. Both sides. Great defending from Botman to take the ball away from Solly March. It'll be a throw-in. That's Dan Burn, actually. It'll be a throw-in level with the Newcastle penalty area on the Brighton right. Pascal Gross looking to take it. He's moaning about something or other. And in fact, after all that moaning about wanting to take a quick throw-in, he throws it back to March. To Veltman, sorry. Gross loses it. Throw into Newcastle in the corner. Great challenge by Joe Linton. Meat and drink to the big Brazilian. And Newcastle will now have a throw-in. Deep in their own half, granted. And there'll be pressure on it. You can guarantee that. Long throw being taken down the line. Looking for Maxman, who's pushed in the back. Referee doesn't give it. Most blatant push in the back you'll see all week. Actually, it's on Callum Wilson. Did the referee give it? No. Throw into Brighton. Back with Lewis Dunk in the Brighton half. He's floated it down the line looking for an invisible winner. All the way it goes for a throw-in. A goal kick. which Newcastle will take. But aimless save from Lewis Donkey is much better than that. 17 minutes on the clock, still 0-0. But as I keep saying, it's been a great game of football. Nick Pope has Sven Botman with him. Looks like we're going to play this one deep. Will the pressure come from the Brighton attackers? We'll see. And if Nick Pope's confidence in his defenders is worthy, it looks like he's going to go for a long one, actually. But he's got his 2 run there short if he needs them. Share to the right and Botman to the left, going long, I think. The centre halves will clear the area, and along it goes. Miggy went straight into the elbow of a Brighton defender, headed away, and it's a throw into Newcastle halfway inside our own half with Kieran Trippier. He looks for options. In fact, he leaves it for... Well, sorry, it was Fabian Schär leaving it for Kieran Trippier. 18 minutes gone. Still 0-0. The borders with Guimaraes. Now Fabian Schär on that right-hand side. Down the line, not a great ball. Brighton player cuts it out. Miggy gets in and nips in for throw-in to Brighton. Miggy's been very energetic so far. Some great touches from the lad. Some great endeavour also and desire in his chasing and harrying and pressurising. Brighton throw back all the way back here to Webster. Back to Sanchez, who's 10 yards outside his own half. Pressurised from Callum Wilson. Clears it long, looking for Welbeck. Offside flags up, so it'll be Newcastle free kick. Which has been taken already. Botman has it back to Pope. Probably go wide to Trippier. No, Pope going to go long. Good press from Brighton to make him go long, to be fair. Ball is now headed on by Willock, looking for the win of Wilson. He didn't go with it. And Webster nodded it back to Sanchez very easily. It looks like Brighton are playing 3 and Veltman's playing as a centre-half on the right-hand corner of the area. Dunk through the middle and Webster on the left. Caicedo has it in a minute. He picks it up with he's gone for a pass out, but it's cut out by Botman. Loose pass there, but Schär comes through the centre circle very majestically. Plays it wide for Dan Burn. He's going to go back to Sven Botman, who's got all the time in the world to pick out a nice pass. He goes wide to Kieran Trippier on the far side of the pitch in the sunshine. Ball down a line for... Looks like Callum Wilson gone up to the right-hand side. He was fouled there, Wilson. Referee's paid on. Wilson's gone down injured, guys. Don't want to alarm you, but Wilson's gone down injured. Don't look good. Brighton on the attack with Trossard. Facing up Schär. Goes on the left of Schär. Straight into the arms of Pope, who dropped it on the feet of Welbeck. Managed to pick it up. Newcastle are playing on here, so Wilson must have got back up. So it's over the far side of Joe Willock. Wilson is back up and he's running okay, so that's all good. Brighton have the ball today. No, it's cut out there by Dan Burn. Joe Linton might get there. That's a very physical challenge. Still Newcastle have it. Guimaraes has held off the ball there. Free kick to Newcastle just over the centre, halfway line. Yeah, we're in time now. Wilson got caught with a sliding tackle. He looked like he'd gone down. He rolled a couple of times. But he got back up again. And Trossard attacked Schär, went down the left side of him, shot it near post. Pope fumbled it onto Welbeck's head, but it fell back into Pope's hand. So very fortunate there, Nick Pope, not to make a mistake and concede there. So it's still 0-0, 21 minutes on the clock. Kieran Trippier's going to take a free kick for Newcastle on left of centre circle in the Brighton half. Floating it goes, looking for Newcastle head. Sanchez comes and claims convincingly and does so. Pace of the game slowed over the last 5 minutes or so, but the pressure from Newcastle was great there. It's with Miguel, no, it's not. It's with Bruno Guimaraes on the right-hand side after winning the ball back from Brighton. Bruno's been brilliant to get past Caicedo. What a fantastic tackle from Caicedo, though. Just put his leg around Bruno and just anchored the ball away from him. But Newcastle still have it, and Bruno's got it again. Ball inside for St. Maximin. Can he take it down? He can. St. Maximin cuts inside. It's a foul all day long. He's given a free kick against St. Maximin for diving. Well, that's ridiculous. No way. Look like a free kick from here. We're going to see obviously a replay of it, but ASM has been booked for diving there for simulation. Edge of the area, goes inside, the legs out. That's not diving. That's not diving. Legs out. He stuck his leg out. That's a free kick. McAllister stuck his leg out. That's a free kick. No doubt about it. The leg's out. So Maximan's gone over it. There is contact. The ref booked him for diving. No difference to James Maddison at the Walker Stadium, the King Power Stadium last year. No different whatsoever. But Bruno's down at the minute, holding his ankle. Let's hope he can get sorted pretty quickly. Yeah, the leg went out from McAllister. St Maximin, in my opinion, in today's game, had a right to go over it. He did go over it. The ref stopped play. Everyone thought it was going to be a free kick to Newcastle on the edge of the area, possibly a penalty. No, simulation. So the players are taking the time to have a water break while Bruno's down. We're going to come down way down the comments and take some. Fawad says Paul's okay. Got to say Paul's okay. Get well soon, Paul from Jock. Good block from Botman. Carl, I think I'm doing well. Max on fire defensively, apart from that one area where we went to sleep in the area. Flumpy Socks says so many to whether Brighton Storm for the first few minutes will be okay. Yeah, it's definitely need a water break here. Players are coming back from the water break now. Obviously, Bruno's fine. Looks like Man City won up. Gundogan scored. Thanks, Barbara. Arsenal won up. Jesus has scored. Dream team. I think. Might not be a much come out. There's a lot of comment about it being a dive. It was a dive, but McAllister gave him something to dive over. He stuck his leg out, and ASM might have been brief contact, went over. It is really, but if that happened every time someone did that, I'd be fine with it. But don't see it. Newcastle on the attack here. So Maximin in for Wilson. Good ball for Maximin. He's through here. 1-on-1. Oh, why did he pass in? Was he offside? Yeah, he was offside. But nice little combination work from St Maximin and Wilson. Wilson may have been the player that was offside. What's going on there? A Brighton player just attacked Wilson. Yeah, Wilson was on offside, I think. Has the flag gone up there? No, it hasn't. He waited a long time to be flagged. Wilson's been called out by the referee now. He was just pushing. He just attacked by a Brighton player. I don't know who the referee is. Someone will tell me in the chat. Wilson ain't happy. But I'm not sure why VAR can't pick that up. You know, someone just literally ran into the back of Wilson and pushed him over. For no reason, it seems. Because it was only an offside. Brighton have taken the free kick, floating up looking for Welbeck. Welbeck takes it on his chest. Back with Nick Pope now. He had a bit of pressure, so he kicked it long. Nothing wrong with that. The Brighton centre half fell over. Now it's with St Maximin, and it's 3 against 3 if they do it quickly. St Maximin going towards Veltman. Play the ball. That's a great ball to Miggy on the right side. Miggy looks for a shot way over the top and wide also. Try to curve it into the top corner. Didn't make the contact, but a good ball from ASM. Good run and well picked out a pass to Miggy. Miggy thinks that was close, but it didn't look close on the first view in here. We'll have a look now. Nice little spot from St Maximin. Nah, it's 10 yards wide and maybe 3 yards over the top. So Miggy's holding his head as it was a close shave, but about close shave as I've had today. In other words, nice. They've got this. I don't know who that is in the crowd. It must be a Brighton dignitary. Might be Dan Ashworth, actually. But it is Dan Ashworth. Surrounded by a bevy of rather attractive young ladies, let's say. Brighton on the attack. Trossard over the top looking for the run of Welbeck. Welbeck's fell over. It's a goal kick. Welbeck's very physical. He's gone from the quick striker that he used to be before all his injuries to a very physical striker. Doesn't give a centre half a minute's piece all game, and it's proved so far. A bit of argument about something here with the Newcastle players. I don't know if there's something going on in the crowd here, guys. That Kieran Trippier's alerting the referee to something in the crowd. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it looks like the play's going to continue. The players don't look very happy to continue here, the Newcastle players. Stewards are in the Brighton end. The referee's being told by Trippier that something's going on, but it looks like we're going to play on now. Not sure what that was. Still Newcastle. We looked at the start of the play. The referee's going back and having a word with Fabian Schär at the minute. Not sure what the SP is here. Let's see if someone in the chat can kind of inform us what's going on. Graham Scott's the ref. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Chris. He's shit anyway, whoever he is. Anyway, the play will continue now. So whatever happened, it's been controlled. Balls with Fabian Schär will go to Trippier. No pressure on Trippier. A little bit of pressure on Schär there, but Trippier didn't have any. He's gone for a long ball to Wilson. This time, Dunk's commanding in the air against him. Not this time. Joe Linton went up against him, and Wilson did fantastic, taking his chest, but his ball back weren't great. Bruno has it wide now to is it Maximan on the right hand side? Wilson. It's Miggy actually. Miggy now to Maximan. So Maximan takes it down. He's going to have a go at Webster here. 2-man in this time, and he's gone for a ball in the middle. We're in a bad one, but it was put out well by the Brighton centre half. Dunk. He's a great player, of course. Now it's with Bruno. Back to Sven Botman and all the way across the bottom here to, can't see in the shade, but I assume it's Maximan. Back to Burn. Sven Botman. Back to Burn. Calm play for Newcastle. Little floaty ball down the line. Look at the winner of Maximan. Well, it's with Wilson now. I couldn't see him in the shade there. Wilson. Terrible pass, Wilson. Straight to the Brighton defender. He nearly win it back, though. And in fact, Newcastle do win it back with some pressure. It's with Maximan. Just going in the area. Went for his shot straight away. Joe Linton, will he crack one off? No, he won't. It's with Maximan. Oh, great bit of play for Maximan. Little jiggly pokery. Wilson went near post looking for a flick on, but great defending from Lewis Dunk. Ball's back with Newcastle again. Bruno's lost out there to a great bit of challenging from, I think it's Gross. Wide it goes to Trossard. 1-on-1 here with Trippier. Back is Bruno to help out. Don't know where Trippier is, in fact. Trippier's gone in the middle. He's gone past Bruno. Fabian Schär blocked it. It's still with Brighton. It's still trouble. Trossard again. Wide on the left-hand side. Back it goes to McAllister and back again to Webster. Forward to Caicedo and back to Webster. And Brighton will play the possession game, try and draw Newcastle out. The ball's come all the way across his far side to Solly March on his right wing. Inside the ball goes to McAllister, and now it's with Venkman, and a little foot in there from Joe Linton. It's a throw into Brighton. 30 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Still 0-0. Still a great game of football. Jason's put the Sunderland 1-up against Queen's Park Rangers. Couldn't give a shite. McAllister. Back it goes now to Lewis Dunk. And back to Venkman. McAllister. Ball for Solly March is a good one too. Sam Byrne didn't know who to go with, but now he's gone with March. March is going at Byrne here. Cross inside him. Diving head from Schär. Danny Welbeck went for a volley. Fabian Schär took one in the face just for a change. Wasn't dangerous play in my opinion. That Fabian Schär dived and Danny Welbeck had every right to volley that ball. What Fabian Schär is trying to do a diving header there, I'll never know. But he's an absolute man mountain, isn't he? He don't care, does he? He puts his head where people won't put the feet. Oh dear. Why did he try and head that? That's mental. Looking for a possible handball here as well. Fabian Schär's hands as well against his side. So that's never a penalty in winter Sundays. Trossard, bit of a whiny ass twat, appealing for everything that can go his way. 31 minutes on the clock. Fabian Schär finds to carry on after being kicked in the face. Man City 2, Arsenal 1. By the sound of things, it's obvious that Jesus was going to score against Man City today. Anyway, Dick Pope cleared it long down the pitch, looking for a Newcastle head. I think he found one too. Callum Wilson has it. A little bit of battling. Joe Linton got involved. Back it goes to Dan Burn. Floating ball over the top, looking for the win of Wilson. But the bouncers beat Dunk there. But it's cleared by the second Brighton defender. And that'll be a Newcastle throw in. We're level with the Brighton penalty area. Bit of a jiggery pokery between Veltman and Wilson there. Wilson looks very, 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 very wound up today. He's had a lot of bad kind of, treatment from the Brighton defenders at times in his half. Throw comes in. So Maximan has it. He's lost it straight away. And Brighton can clear it only as far as Fabian Schär. Now it's with Sven Botman. This time Sven Botman goes forward. Can't see a thing in the shade, but Maxman's lost out. And now Solly March has it. Back to Venkman. Pressure from the Newcastle players. Venkman has it again. Veltman, I can't remember what his name is. We'll call him Veltman for now. Gross out here to Solly March. Nice ball in the middle for Caicedo, but the pressure was there for Miggy. Putting it to win it back. Miggy to Joe Linton. Bad ball from Joe Linton, really bad ball. And Bruno lost out to this is dangerous. Shots off the line there for Newcastle. It was bad play from Joe Linton. Gave the ball away to the Brighton attacker. Bit of a melee in the box. So the shot came in, went past Nick Pope. Luckily enough, it was still off the line. Fabian Schär, I believe, was the man who did it. Was very close to getting over the line too, but he didn't get the buzzer, so it's still play on. Brighton were very dangerous here, but a clever ball didn't work there. Bruno has it, and he's run away from. That's a free kick. He had a card all day long from McAllister. Pull of the shirts, definitely yellow card. Was getting run all over the place there by Bruno. Pulled his shirt, took him down. Yellow card all day long. It's actually Miggy. It's actually Miggy that's done it, but this is the goal system, decision system. The shot comes in from, I'm going to say it's Gross. No, it's not Gross, because Gross to the right. It's probably Trossard or McAllister. We're not going to see it, but it can go anyway. Very close to going in. Nearly one down. Solly March was actually with the shot. Anyway, it's a Newcastle free kick. Just to the left of the centre circle. Sven Botman takes it. Kieran Trippier now has it, and it's gone back to Nick Pope. He could come down to Sven Botman if he wants to here, but he's not going to clear it long with his right foot, looking for Wilson. Wilson does well to hold it up. It's actually Joe Linton in the shade. Comes out of the shade and gives Joe Willock, who's been very quiet first half. Outside to Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier comes inside. We'll look for a pass, maybe to Bruno, but he comes wide instead. Sven Botman has it now. And then down the bottom here for Alan St. Maximin, who's squared up straight away by his defender. Back to Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes. Joe Linton, square for Dan Bird. He's got a bit of space here, but it's going to come inside. Very risky ball because Danny Welbeck's on the case. And in fact, takes it off Kieran Trippier. And Brighton on the attack here. Very dangerous. But well won there by Bruno Guimaraes. Fantastic anticipation. Put the ball out. Now Miggy gets that fullback again, Webster. Great little ball inside. It's, Joe Willock running for the right corner. Not a lot of pace, but the cross comes in. Got to go over the head towards Alex St. Maximin. Corner of the area. St. Maximin, a coaching defender, plays it back. Another terrible pass from St. Maximin when he's cutting the ball back. Idea was great. The actual performance weren't. But Newcastle could come again. Newcastle have a player down. I think was it a Brighton player. No, we're playing on. St. Maximin, it's all slowed down to walking pace. Brighton have a player on the floor. Does the referee stop play? Surely not. Pascal Gross is injured. He wants a free kick. He's not getting one. And the ref stopped play even though the ball hasn't gone out of play. Why? When we were on the attack. This is very, very close. Solly March, cut inside, cut out, but it came back to Solly March again. Shots. Oh, it's so close. Ooh, the second bounce nearly got it. It was Trippier on the line, in fact. There's okay. It's the second bounce here. That's close. That's close. That's so close. Wow. It could only be millimetres from being one down. Well, it looks half the ball over the line there on the actual graphic, but it didn't look that conclusive to me after seeing it twice. Newcastle play on now with Fabian Schär. Back to Botman and out Joe Linton. Ball to St. Maximin weren't great. And Brighton can come down the side with Veltman. Veltman approaching the area. No one's gone to him yet. Ball inside, wasn't taken down. It wasn't a great ball to him. But Brighton have it now with Caicedo, 35 yards. Lines of his shots. Straight into the arms of Nick Pope. And Nick Pope bowls it out. I don't know where the ball is. It's in the shade. But Brighton have got it now. It's coming out of the shade. Trouble here. Danny Welbeck's in the penalty area. Dangerous here. Arms against the side with Sven Botman. Back it goes. Shot over the top. Leading back from McAllister. 0 out of 10 for that. But this sunlight and the shade is really causing trouble. Nick Pope tried a long throw there. It didn't work. It's great when it works, but this time it didn't. Put us under all sorts of pressure. Nick Pope hasn't been great today, I've got to say, with distribution. But a distant shot from Caicedo straight at the arms of Pope would have swung the long throw there, but it swerved a little bit. Pope was well behind it. And Pope just took it in his arms and bounced it down in front of him. Still 0-0, 37 minutes on the clock. Still a great game of football. Graham Potter giving some advice from the sidelines. Long ball looking for Newcastle head. It was flicked on by a Brighton defender towards his own goal there. But now Solly March has it. And now it's with McAllister. Looking, that's a nice little ball over the top. And it's with Nick Pope in the Newcastle area. Did well to anticipate that and come out and collect it before Danny Welbeck could get a shot off. Game's opening up again now. Brighton look the better side at this precise moment in time, but we still look very dangerous. Joe Willock has it. Inside for Bruno Guimaraes. And ball down here for Dan Burn. Back it goes to Sven Botman. And back to Nick Pope. He'll clear long. Had a bit of success in the air against the Brighton centre half. Don't think we will this time. Indeed, we don't. Webster did really well. And Brighton have it with Trossard. Little flick inside. Caicedo. Back to Trossard. Trippier gets a great tackle in. Out for throwing to Brighton. Great defending from the England international defender there. 38 minutes on the clock. 38 and a half minutes, in fact. Still 0-0. But Newcastle can consider themselves a slight fortunate to not be one down here. Brighton come again on the left-hand side. Caicedo out to Trossard to have another go at Trippier. This time, Joe Willock goes and helps him and takes the ball off him. Plays the ball inside for Joe Linton. Newcastle can counter here. Joe Linton goes past one. Luckily, didn't get past Caicedo. He stopped everything today. Callum Wilson comes deep to help, and in fact does really well. And still goes. Can he put some Maxman in? Not even looking to. Goes for Willock on the far side. Willock's going to have a shot, deflected straight to the arms of Sanchez. Wilson was a bit slow there. Should have put some Maxman through. Didn't bother. Give it to Willock. He went for a shot, was deflected straight into the arms of the Spanish keeper, Sanchez. But still bright attacking for Newcastle. Still looking to score. Still looking to cause problems for Brighton. Not long from half time now. Of course, again, we'll have Alex with us at half time. With us. It's hard to comment because you've got me on the screen. Space Bar says Brighton are a good side. They are indeed. And then we've got stacks of the old what's name. Ball is with Newcastle with Sven Botman, corner of the area, going towards own goal. Plays a long pass, looking for Wilson. Wilson doesn't get there. Free kick to Brighton, which they've taken quickly, not from the right place. The referee's allowed to do it. And it's with Solly March wide on the right-hand side for Brighton and over Albion. Now to Gross, looking for a cross ball to Trossard. Trossard squared up by Miggy. Miggy might get that. Did well to get a foot in. Can't go for return though because he was fouled, it looked like, but the referee's playing on again. And it's with Lewis Dunk right at the anchor roll for Brighton in his own half, 10 yards short of the centre circle. Now it's with Webster. Long crossfield pass here for Pascal Gross, looking for a cross. It's a good one. Pope did really well there. All along the ground it was. Pope got there ahead of Welbeck, who made a fantastic run inside the defender, but Pope was equal to it. Took it in his midriff. Still 0-0. Very dangerous cross. Well defended, actually, from Fabian Schär. Newcastle have the ball now with Maximan, Almiron. Ball inside for Willock. Willock's being pressured from behind, will lose it, and does lose it to Welbeck. No shout there, clearly. No communication. Simple man on there would have sufficed, and Willock would have known. But it was ambushed from behind there. Ball, that's got to be a goal. Oh, straight to the keeper. Slack marking in the back four from Newcastle there. The Lana was clean through. Shot on target. Straight. Nick Pope there. Should have been 1-0. But they left the Lana alone there. Ball from Gross. Two men near the Lana. Botman's just watching. Lana turns, shoots straight down the neck of Nick Pope. But between Schär and Botman, not one of them went to the player there. That's very shocking defended. The middle of the park battle at the minute's been won by Brighton and over Albion, I'm afraid. Caicedo's been absolutely outstanding so far. He's intercepted everything that's come his way. Lallana's pulling the strings alongside McAllister. And Newcastle feeding off sporadic attacks, really, and counter-attacking. Can't get a decent foothold in the game at the precise moment in time, 42 minutes on the clock. Brighton pressurising Trippier to make a bad ball, and it works. but it goes to a Brighton player back to Webster. Now forward, a nice little play from Brighton. Caicedo, lovely little knock, but it's intercepted this time. Miggy as well to get it back, and he's going to the defenders now. Wilson's gone up to the right hand side. No one in the middle. Everyone's on the right hand side. Joe Linton's making a late attempt to get there. Wilson just ran out of ideas and kicked it against the Brighton player's foot, and Brighton come away with it. Lacking in ambition there and ideas, Newcastle. Willock has it now, being pressured by Caicedo. Joe Linton has it. Willock did well to get the ball away there. Joe Linton's weighing up his ideas, back to Willock, and now on the far side for Trippier. Miggy's down the line if he wants him. In fact, he goes inside for Bruno. Great bit of skit. Saint-Maximin, actually. Saint-Maximin, another poor cut back from Saint-Maximin. Why can't he pick out a Newcastle player when he's putting the ball back? That's the full time he's cut it deep, and every time it's nowhere near a Newcastle player. Dan Burn has it wide left. Who's he got to help on this side? It's Joe Linton covering for Saint-Maximin, who's gone floating across the pitch. Burn back to Botman. Can he pick a decent pass out? I think he's going to go back to share, and he does. 43 minutes on the clock, not far from half time. I think Newcastle will be glad to get in for the break. Ramirez, terrible little touch there, but it might work out okay because Burn's got the height, and he's been pulled back there, but Burn has it, and foul by Solly Bart, surely. I'm not sure which way the referee's given us. I think he might give a free kick to Brighton for foul by Dan Burn, but it wasn't. If anything, it was obstruction. Solly Mark's been quite dangerous down this right-hand side for Brighton. It's a throw-in, in fact, which will be taken by Veltman. Looking for options. Going to go long down the line, I think. And there he goes. He hurls it down the line, looking for Gross. Burns with him. Header away. And that was with Fabian Schär. Long ball out across the defence, but did well there. Well, I think it's Miggy. Miggy's approaching the area. Will he go for goal? Plays it inside for Wilson. Looks offside. I think he's offside. Is it offside? Yeah, I think he's offside. Brighton offside trap was very, very good there, actually. Their own penalty area too. Very dangerous. Miggy should have done better there, though, to be fair. Delayed his pass too long. That's why the problem was there. Yeah, Webster missed the ball. Miggy was through 2 against 1. Delay. Oh, I don't think he's onside. Offside. I'm not sure that was offside. If it is, it's only a toenail. Very close, but I think delayed for Miggy was the cause of that. The linesman flagged for it, but very, very, very borderline. Anyway, Guerrero nods it away. Joe Linton back to Botman, and now Burn. Terrible from Burn, but it does well to recover. Down the line it goes. Wilson, Saint-Maximin being hauled all over the place, but he couldn't come inside and play the ball out here for Dan Burn. Again, straight to a Brighton player. And McAllister's down injured. Might have been a foul from Joe Linton there, I'm not certain. Couldn't see in the shade. It's terrible viewing, I've got to say. Terrible viewing, but is that a foul from Joe Linton? No, it isn't. Not touched him. That's a dive of all proportions. Worse than the one Saint-Maximin did. And McAllister, even worse than that, held his knee and got a free kick for it. You know, the double standards is ridiculous. 3 minutes of injury time, guys, and we're a minute into it. 46 minutes on the clock. Free kick to Brighton for a ridiculous dive from McAllister that was brought by the referee. And it'll be taken. All the men have gone forward. Newcastle defending 10 yards. High line outside the box. 10 yards. Curved, looking for a head of Brighton head. Brighton head gets it straight into the arms of Nick Pope. Newcastle player down. Could be Schär. I think he's okay. It's Joe Lindsay, in fact. McAllister's been booked, remember, guys. McAllister's been booked. And then makes a dive on Joe Linton, it was Joe Linton with Webster against him. Nothing wrong with that. Was a bit of harm in it, to be fair, but Joe Linton's up ready to play again. Newcastle have the ball in their own area with Nick Pope. Still 0-0. Probably get a little bit more added time now for that. Newcastle have it. Actually, it's not. It's with Ventman. Veltman. What does he know Venkman for? Throw into Newcastle halfway inside the Brighton half. Will be taken by Dan Burn. Who they have attacked him quite seriously here with March and Gross going against him. But somehow he's got away with it. He's got a throw in now. We'll look for St. Maximan, I believe, will he? So only 2 men making runs for him. It goes to St. Maximan. St. Maximan goes across the pitch there for Fabian Schär. Little floating one over the top. It's a good one too. Can Miggy get there? Can Miggy get there? No, he can't. He was well shepherded there from Webster. And Sanchez came out and claimed it. And that looks like that's all she wrote for the first half. It's 47-42. And in fact, the referee has blown for half time. Newcastle 0, Brighton 0. Very good game of football. Brighton probably on top at the moment. We're going to have a word with Alex to get his thoughts on it. So we'll bring him in now. Stato, welcome. How are you?
Afternoon. Nervous, but I'm okay. I'm good.
We're holding our own, but it has been back to the wall stuff for a lot of the time, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is what we talked about yesterday, is both teams want the ball. Both teams play high intensity, want the ball back. They both want to be dominant, and it's showing. It's crazy intensity. People that don't normally lose the ball are all losing the ball because they're probably quite tired because of the heat. They're trying to focus, but nobody seems to be letting up with intensity either, which surely they can't keep this up for the second half because the energy is pretty mental.
I mean, Caicedo's been an absolute monster, hasn't he, in the middle of that park? Quite key.
Yeah, that's an interesting battle. Bruno's won a couple, but I think Caicedo's won a few more, unfortunately.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, so I've been a bit disappointed with Maxi's distribution. He did really well to look for a pass, but his actual passing, once he gets there.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him for getting the space and then for not being overly greedy. I don't think he's had a shot. I think he's deliberately always trying to find the teammates. It looks like he's trying to do that cutback for Longstaff. That's normally where Longstaff appears, and he's not on the pitch. I'm not sure if it's an instruction or if he's just assuming that somebody's there. But if we need a bit more service because the service is there. It just needs to be directed the right way. Miggy and Maxi definitely need to try and get it to Wilson a little bit more. Who was unfortunate not to have scored in that first half, to be fair.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Bit of a iffy referee decision, do you think Maxi one was a dive?
Yeah, from the angle I saw it didn't touch him, I don't think. But for consistency, that McAllister tackle was also a dive, but it goes unpunished. Brighton got an attacking free kick for that, and it should be McAllister should get a yellow card for that as well. He just pretended that Joe Linton had made contact, and there was no contact.
Do you think the reason he didn't give him a yellow card was because he was already on a yellow card?
Possibly, but that he should be off for that, in my opinion.
I agree.
Big dive. You're not supposed to be doing that. If it's one rule for Maxi, it's got to be the same rule for the Brighton players as well.
Alex, talk to the guys for 2 minutes while I go and have a drink and have a win out.
Yeah, no problem.
Good man.
Yeah, well, but this is very different to how we thought it was going to be, with obviously Burn starting at left back. Not sure what's going on with Target. I think they said he'd got a dead leg, so our system's been disrupted slightly. We can't play quite the way we want to down that left side. Dan Burn can't commit as much as the other fullbacks can. He's having to be a bit more respectful when defending. He's making really early runs back into the sort of left back channel when he gets attacked. He's making very early runs indeed, and it's not exactly how we would want to play or how we would play with Target, that's for sure. But Botman, you can see his class. Botman at left centre back. I think it's been at least 4 passes from him with his left foot that just take 2 Brighton players out. He just plays that straight ball, and it somehow goes all the way through to our attackers and starts an attacking phase. And it's just amazing. It's just an additional weapon, because Burn doesn't normally do that kind of pass when he plays centre back. So that's really exciting. Pope's been a little bit flappy. I mean, it's worked. His distribution's okay. He's constantly rolling it, throwing it out really fast, trying to find people. Midfield's an interesting one because Caicedo keeps sort of stepping in. I'm really concerned, as I'm sure some of you guys are, about Bruno is getting robbed I mean, he never gets robbed, and he's been robbed 3 or 4 times, even with man on shouts. And it is a little bit concerning, but I think that's a result of the intensity and possibly the heat that some of the lads look very tired because they are giving it full whack in over 30-degree heat, which is hard. I think they've had one water break, which was just because of an injury. He scheduled it then anyway. Wilson's struggling with dunk a little bit. There's a couple of those offsides were a bit tight. Possibly they should have let that run because they're meant to flag it if it's obvious. One of them was definitely onside and he flagged it. So they need to be, the officials could be doing a little better, I think. But overall, I think Brighton are probably just edging us out at the moment. But we've both had a lot of chances. This game could be 1-1, possibly more than that. There's been a lot of chances. Willock's been quiet-ish. Been hard to get on the ball, really. But possession, it's more possession than I not expected. But one of the commentators, one of the general commentators, mentioned how they expected us to play counter-attack and Brighton to dominate, and that doesn't seem to be the case. We seem to be trying to wrestle possession from them. We want to dominate, and that's why it's. This is one of the most exciting 0-0 first halves I've ever seen. It's absolutely both teams really, really want it, and it just shows the passion that both managers have put into it because it's just fight to the death for the first half. It's crazy.
Miggy's been the man though, hasn't he? He's been the man that's causing most problems. They're scared of Miggy, aren't they?
Yeah, Miggy's really, really improved his concentration and his technical skills. He's just awareness when 1 or 2 players are on him to turn it or just have the ball continue, and he gets in acres of space. If we can keep the energy levels up, I mean, this is going to be a test of fitness. If we can have a slightly better energy going into the latter stages of this, depending on what both sides do with substitutions. Yeah, if we can have the energy, then those sorts of spacious runs that we get from Maxi and Miggy, I mean, they've got to make the right decision eventually, just once, and then it's a goal. So,
does their depth on the bench worry you a bit? It does me. I've got to be honest. Having to bring like the pace of Lamptey and people like that late on.
Yeah, Undav and Lamptey coming on as well. They've got a reasonably good bench. To be fair, it's not bad. So it depends. It depends who we want to bring on. I mean, Fraser and Murphy, willing runners with a bit of energy. We saw last week Fraser's energy was good, but his pace wasn't what it once was, and we could do with a bit of that. But Murphy and Fraser both contributed last season in these kinds of games. So, I mean, Fraser scored and got an assist last game against Brighton. So. I think those two will be an interesting one. Definitely, Fraser and Murphy could possibly do something.
I think I'm more inclined to see Murphy with his pace. As you said last week, Fraser's pace was next to nothing. Should we do a little bit of merchandise advertising? I think it's a good idea. So, guys, we of course have goods for sale in our merch shop. If you're fans of the show, fans of the channel, have a look at this. If anything you fancy, get to the Toon Review website and purchase it.
So let's get down to business.
I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me how you like it.
Let's get down to business.
There you go. That's all the stuff we have for sale. If you like what you see, of course, give us a thumbs up. Subscription to the channel, also free to subscribe. Please do so if you're not already done so. And also super chats are available by hitting the $sign and hit the join sign. You can become a member, join the ever-growing Toon Review family. It's great to be part of. So what do you think is going to happen second half? Do you see this more of the same, or do you see anyone breaking out and doing something different? Maybe Maxi, a bit of magic from Maxi?
Yeah, I mean, both managers will obviously try and clean up some of those mistakes and give instructions. Maybe Byrne will get a bit more positional instruction. Possibly, Bruno, just telling them to be a bit more aware. Listen for teammate shouts. You probably tell them to give each other man-on shouts. Brighton likewise will have instructions. There'll be a few things they'll both want to change, and attacking instructions as well. I would imagine Maxi, I mean, I'm calling it now. Maxi will shoot 1 or 2 times in the first 10 minutes of the second half because he's not tried to shoot yet. He's tried to be selfless, possibly too much.
Yeah,
And he needs to just pull the trigger a couple of times, test the keeper at that near side. You know, keeper might be out of position. You never know. You might get a deflection. So a couple of shots from Maxi I would expect in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I would expect it to start dying off a little bit. That might be I don't know. I mean, these guys are just so fit. It might not. They might just keep going, and they might make 4 or 5 subs each. It's hard to call, but so far it's been just so much energy.
Let's have a few comments. Andrew says, chat later in the commentators that they all see it their own way. Bruno's got no time to turn. He hasn't, has he? They don't give him any space, any room at all, are they? And yet he's still got away a few times, so all good to him. Mankion for Burn, that's an interesting choice. Maybe that would work. Get Mankion for Burn, a bit of maybe more tactical positional knowledge.
Maybe.
Might work.
I mean, Burns having to do a lot of aerial things as well. So
he is, yeah.
I mean, Target's very underrated for his aerial duels. He's very clean, wins 3 or 4 a game consistently. Not necessarily in the box, but on his left side, he wins a lot in the air. He's very underrated in the air.
We need more bodies in the box when crosses come in. Wilson is a bit isolated. I think Wilson's got under their skin, though, hasn't he? He's got under Dunk's skin, especially. There's one part of the first half where he was literally off the ground for no reason, and the referee did absolutely nothing about it. Away from the ball, I think it was an offside. You know,
a lot of commentary is actually praising Dunk, but I think Callum Wilson's doing a good job here. Similarly to possibly what he was doing against Forest, I think he's just being annoying. And one of these balls through, he'll turn him eventually, or he'll get through, or he'll win one of those duels, and it'll count towards a good breakaway for us. So I think it's fine. What's he supposed to do? Just not like Dunk's huge. Wilson's not going to win all those physical duels. He's going to have to be smart about it, and that's what he's trying to do. He's a clever player, and
he has won a couple of aerial duels. To be fair to him, so
he has done very well.
So we've gone long a few times when the pressure was on. Glenn says, "Oh, Alex, my stream is about 30 seconds behind, and I can feel the old blood boiling at times. Just ref, he's not great." But what's your opinion on what Ryan says here about the VAR for the potential high boot? Do you think it was a high boot? I think it was, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah. I can't remember which Brighton player it was, but
Lewis Dunk, yeah.
Was it Dunk? If Dunk didn't really duck down very much, and Dunk's quite tall. So if Callum Wilson's boot, it's just a nature of the modern game. It was a very good bit of skill. He didn't hurt the opposite player, but it can be dangerous, which is why it's against the rules. Because if that does clip, if a stud goes in Dunk's eye, that's why we've got that kind of rule in. It is really dangerous, but it does feel a bit harsh because it was just natural skill, and he arguably could have had a goal from it. So I mean, it's probably fair it was ruled out. I mean, with their goal line decision, yeah.
And that looked closer than what it looked, didn't it?
It was like 2/3 of the ball over the line.
Fox says Bruno's biggest test so far, and he's being dealt with comfortably. I think that's a bit unfair. I think that's a bit hyperbolic, if I'm being truthful. Because at times he has had the run on Caicedo, but man, he's a good player.
I think Brighton are a very underrated side. They've
indeed
played some very good football in recent months, to be fair. They had a slump sort of middle of the season, and then back end of the season they really kicked on, and they still look really, really good.
Alan says we've held back first half. Let's grab the second half by the bollocks and win this scrappy football, mind. I think some of it's been really good. I think I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the physicality, the endeavour from both sides. You know, I think VAR should be mandatory, not just when fucking refs feel like it. The player, yeah. The fact of the matter is, Wilson had to get his foot up high because he knew if he didn't, Dunk was just going to head it away. So he got his head up. Well, that's why he did it. And we have been solid at the back, apart from Botman switching off a couple of times. And Maxi, and don't forget Maxi doing it. That was a match.
When did Botman switch off at the back?
There was the one shot from Lallana where, in fact, weren't just Botman shared it as well. They both left him, didn't they? Both left Lallana to shoot straight at Pope. I think Botman was the nearest bloke to him.
I have to check that.
Getting love from Alexander. At the end of the day, it's the end product which we're in dire need of. Yeah, I think I agree with that. But I think it'll come. Players are in the tunnel now.
I think the lads are trying to be too selfless today. I think we need a few more people trying to take some shots on.
I agree. Happy with the smash and grab, and I think that's the kind of when we were looking at. What do you think about this new kit? Don't look great, is it?
It doesn't look good. It's a good kit, but it doesn't look good on a pitch just
No.
because of the color. Yeah, it's a bit odd. Maybe they can't see each other. You never know.
At some point, people need to give Brighton credit. They said they were doomed losing Basuma and Cucurella. Simply not the case. Don't think it's ever been said on this channel, though. I think we appreciate what
I think
Graham
Brighton are very
Potter
good.
does. Graham Potter's got his team work. They play a certain way and they do it very well, and it's nice to watch at times too.
And I would like to mention injuries as well. If we look at some of the players on this pitch today, like Lallana, Welbeck, Callum Wilson, have all been, had injury problems, and they've turned up. All of those kinds of players have turned up today and are playing very high intensity technical football and trying. It just goes to show it's down to being managed correctly and the training volumes and making the right decisions with the players. So it can happen.
Barbara says Man City are 3 up and Haaland hasn't scored yet.
Oh dear.
If you've got him in your fantasy team, you'll be praying he does second half, I guess. Gabe says Big hasn't even made that many bad decisions this game. He's been our most threatening forward. He has. We're about to kick off the second half, so thanks, Alex, for coming and joining us, mate.
No worries.
Helping out during half time. We'll see Alex.
Do you want me to jump after 90 minutes?
Yeah, you can do for 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll go through the comments together.
Cool. No worries. Enjoy the second half, guys. I'll catch you soon.
Thanks, Alex. We'll see you after the game. See you, matey. We've kicked off, guys. We are in the second half. Newcastle attacking the goal to our left as we look. In a minute, at the right, the minute Brighton in the penalty area, but it's gone out harmlessly for a goal kick. Very early threat there from Trossard, but communications were mixed up between the Brighton attackers, Lallana and Trossard, and the ball rolled aimlessly out for a goal kick to Newcastle, which Nick Pope is now lined up in the left-hand centre of the goal. I think it's going to be a long one because no one's gone deep with him. Brighton got a very energetic bench. We mentioned at half-time there, the likes of Lamptey and Undav. They've got some dangerous players on the bench. Long clearance from Pope down the pitch towards Callum Wilson on the left-hand side. It's a throw into Newcastle, which Dan Burn will take. Lots of empty seats on the left-hand side, whether it's people will not come back from the bar or toilets or whatever. But Newcastle have got a throw-in. On the left-hand side, Dan Burn looking for someone to throw to. He's got Bruno Guimaraes, gives it back to Dan Burn. Little ball for the gap there to Maxi turns. Ball's terrible again, straight to a Brighton defender. And they can break, but Maxi slides in. That gets averted as well. And now Newcastle have it deep with Kieran Trippier. Trippier approaches the halfway line. Little square ball for Bruno Guimaraes. Back to Trippier and back to Fabian Schär. And back to Kieran Trippier, a little triangle ball, gives him a bit of space. Little knock over the top there, looking for the win of Callum Wilson. Webster's gone with him. Will Wilson get there? He does, but crosses the ball in, looking for Joe Linton, far post. He'd want to retrieve that. Joe Linton gets the chest on it and plays it back here for Dan Burn, attacking the Brighton goal on the left. Back to Joe Linton. Wilson, Burn goes down the line in the overlap. Back to Guimaraes. Back to Botman. Little ball forward there. Not a great one either. Cut out well by Veltman. Or Solly March, actually. Looking for Pascal Gross, far side. Botman approaches him. Cross comes in, looking for Welbeck. Over the top. Kieran Trippier calmly and fantastically heads it back into the arms of Nick Pope. Superb defending from the England defender there. And the Newcastle United captain. Been very good today, Trippier. Newcastle looking to play from deep. But the Brighton players are pressurising. So Pope just rolls in front of him and clears it long from the ground. Looking for St. Maximan, who's pushed there. The referee gives a throw in to Brighton. And in a minute, it's with Solly March, Phil McAllister now, and now Caicedo forward looking for Lallana. Wide here for Trossard. Trossard in the shade, back inside there for Caicedo. It is. Little ball over the top. It's a good one. Looking for Trossard. He takes it down, cuts out though, and Newcastle can clear it here and do really well to do so. Pushing the back there, surely the referee didn't give it. Brighton have the ball in our half in an attacking situation here. McAllister, ball through the middle looking for Welbeck. Welbeck takes it down and plays out wide there for Pascal Gross. Cross comes in looking for the header. And there it is. Great save, Pope. Great save. And it still hasn't gone out of place. And Newcastle can clear it with Bird. It was a header from Lallana. Superb save from Nick Pope there. And now it's to the end. Can Maxi get there? He can't. Footing from Webster. Back to Sanchez. and he plays it forward, looking for the Brighton attack again. Really close there to 1-0 to Brighton, but a great save from Nick Pope. The line header was only 3 or 4 yards out, but Pope did brilliantly to push him on the post. Brighton coming again on the left-hand side, something with March, little ball inside, slice clearance from Share. Dan Burns Heights coming to help here, but it has clearance now down the middle, looking for Wilson, who didn't get there. Max is just getting back from the attacking position now, so they're coming down the left again. Burns got 2 against him. Joe Linton's going to tuck it and help him. It's gone out to Pascal Gross. Cuts inside 2, cuts inside 3. Distance from shot, way wide, high, and not very handsome either. Solly March it was indeed. Still 0-0. Bit of an issue here at the minute, so we'll just come out of that in a second. Yeah, very dangerous there for Newcastle. It's on a bit of a loop at the minute with the stream I've got, so we'll come out of that in a second and we'll look for something else just for the time being. Bit of a bummer there, but we'll see if we can get something else. Just a bit of a temporary kind of hiccup. It happens sometimes on these games. Nothing there, so we'll come across. Looking still 0-0, obviously. It's still 0-0. So Maxman has it deep in the Newcastle half, back to Dan Burn. Getting pushed in, but a little bits of skill, gets him a little bit of time to play a ball for Trippier, but it's a terrible one. Cuts out by Lallana. Trippier does well to get a foot in, but Lallana still has it. In fact, it's Trossard down here in the shade, but there's a foul there for some reason. Free kick to Newcastle. Still 0-0. We have 51 minutes on the clock, guys. As I say, if you like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs up. But a bit of pressure from Brighton second half here. But the header from Lallana should have been a goal. What a fantastic save from Nick Pope to keep us in the game there. Really was a great save. One, I hasten to add that Jordan Pickford wouldn't have saved because his arms would have been long enough to get there. Anyway, Kieran Trippier has it. Gives himself a little bit of time. Plays the ball off Trossard for a throw into Newcastle United, which he will take himself. Actually, Fabian Schär's going to have to take it. Underarms it to Kieran Trippier. He will take the throw in. Been outstanding today, Trippier, at the back in Newcastle. 52 minutes on the clock. Looking for a throw out, someone to throw the ball to. He gives it to Bruno Guimaraes. Back to Trippier. Long, hoisted clearance. Aimless, really. If Max can kind of get in there. A little bit of a melee there between Veltman and Sanchez, but look, they got away with it. If ASM had put a bit of pressure on, he might have got something there. Brighton on the attack here now, anyway. Wide left it is, wide right, sorry, with March. Little back flick inside, Gross, back to March. Long cross looking for Trossard on their left-hand side. Been matched up here, but excuse me. Well, Trippier, that 7-up's very gassy. Ball inside for Caicedo, further across to McAllister, and further across again to Veltman, and wide across to Solly March. Solly March being matched by Maxman this time. And Joe Linton's also there. So it's coming straight across the middle of the park, one side of the pitch to that, trying to find a bit of space to get into. Trossard back again. Caicedo, and now McAllister, and now Veltman, and now March again. This time he will get a crossing, but it's off the boot of Dan Burn for throwing to Brighton, level with the Newcastle penalty area. Pascal Gross with the cross. Still 0-0. Brighton are doing the dominating at the moment. We're kind of defending for dear lives, really. 53 minutes on the clock. Throwing going to be taken by Solly March. not a lot of choice for him to throw to. He's gone back all the way to Veltman. He'll come all the way across here to Lewis Dunk. He cuts inside, Dunk going out the area, back and centre circle. Back he goes to Veltman. Nice little ball through. Brighton playing some nice football here. Floating ball across to Trossard and straight back to Caicedo. Back to Trossard on this left-hand side. Danger here. Header away from Botman. Can be cleared fully by Cher. And it's on down the neck of Callum Wilson. Dealt with, though, by Lewis Dunk. Now it's with Adam Webster in the centre circle. And we've gone back on loop again. So a bit of a technical hitch again, folks. Which ain't good, but we'll find it. Don't worry about that. Forgive my silence a second. It's just a little bit of a tweak in the. Hopefully, this will get it back again now. We'll be off the end of the game. Indeed, we are 55 minutes in. Eddie Howe looking very pensive on the sideline. Apologies for that, folks. Just a little loop on the stream and had to come out of it and back into it again to get it back in. But Newcastle have the ball. Clearance from Nick Pope right down the middle of the park, looking for a Newcastle head. Newcastle gets it. Miggy has it on the edge of the area. Back he goes. It's with, can't see the shade, but I think it's Trippier. Now Cher. Ball will go across to Sven Botman in the centre circle. Can he pick a nice pass out? Floats one, looking for Miggy Almiron, and it's right under hit that, and it's cut out by Webster. Nice little touch there from Lallana back to McAllister. Long ball over the top, looking for the run of Welbeck. And again, we've got a loop. This is not good. So we're kind of looking for something else now. Just for a second or two, just to get us back in. And we're back in. 58 minutes gone, still 0-0. It's actually a clearer picture. Sorry about that, folks. Solly March has had a yellow card anyway. Don't know what he did, but we'll probably see a replay in a second. Bit of a skip there. So 58 and a half minutes on the clock. Graham Potter, arms folded in the shade. Probably the best place to be today. Very hot day down there in Brighton on the south coast, down there in Sussex. And in fact, it's a very warm day all over England by the looks of it. Pope's cleared the ball down the pitch, looking for the head of Dan Burn. Back it comes though. A little nudge in the back on Welbeck, but the play on lovely volley pass there from Lallana. It's with Trossard now on his left-hand side. He's gone down the side. They're looking. Trippier gets a foot in. Could be a Newcastle throw in that. No, it's the Brighton one. Level the penalty area. Trossard takes. Back it comes to Webster. Inside there for Caicedo. And square across the pitch for Veltman. And inside there for McAllister. Picks the ball out there to Pascal Gross. Solly March now. Solly March will have the ball inside. It's gone back instead to Veltman. And pressure's not very high intensity for Newcastle at the minute. And that's got been down to the temperature and the heat. All the way back to Sanchez in the Brighton goal. And they're giving us a bit of the run around at the minute. Keep ball. Still 0-0. Almost an hour gone. Trossard has it down the left for Brighton. Halfway line, back it goes, all the way back to Sanchez. Wilson might put a bit of pressure on, but doesn't. Long clearance from Sanchez. Looks like it's gone straight out of play. Indeed, it has. Thrown to Newcastle just inside our own half, I'm going to say. Strange decision up for Sanchez. There was a little bit of pressure from Wilson, but not enough for him to panic like that. Indeed, the throws on the halfway line. Eddie Howe having a word with the fourth official there for some reason. Not sure why. maybe something to do with drinks breaks or whatever, but the intensity and the pressure's gone out of the game for Newcastle at the minute. The ball's back here with Trippier, Fabian Schär, now to Sven Botman, all the way out to Dan Burn. Back to Sven Botman. The pressure is non-stop from Brighton. Into Bruno Guimaraes. Turns Caicedo this time. Caicedo fouls Burn that time. It was Willock, in fact. Well played. One of the first real time Caicedo's been out, didn't there? But Joe Willock was the man to do it. Floaty ball over the top, looking for the Maximan. Good one too. It's actually Joe Linton on that wide side. He plays the ball for St Maximan. Might go back to Willock here, but a foot in from the Brighton player. Corner ball to Newcastle. This could be a chance for Newcastle to get the big men forward. Lots of bare-chested Geordies. Some of them are very red. Some look very, very sore indeed. In the away end there, applauding that bit of play from St Maximan and Joe Linton to get us a corner. Fabian Schär has gone forward. Of course, he has. Sven Botman and Dan Burn will surely go forward too. There's Dan Burn. And Trippier's gone to take the corner. So who's covering the back? Lord alone knows. But still, I won't be thinking of that. Trippier pulls his socks up, getting ready for a ball across. Botman, Schär and Joe Linton together in a three. Dan Burn's also there, so the Brighton defence has got to be really alert here. Some big men in there. Here comes the cross. It's a good one too. It's a header from Joe Linton, didn't quite get there. Back it goes though to Trippier. He'll have another go. This time he gets a bit more air on it. Comes across. Great bit of defending there from the Brighton defender, challenging Dan Burn. Did really well there. Whoever it was at the back for Brighton, challenging Dan Burn. Might have been Webster. But it's a goal kick. But it was Webster, in fact. Superb defending. Dan Burn couldn't get a clean head on it, and out it went for a goal kick. But the Newcastle fans behind that goal to our right, up in arms, cheering, waving flags. Once again, fantastic effort from the travelling Toon army to support the lads today. Clearance has come down the pitch from Sanchez, looking for Brighton head. Gone to the shade, can't see a thing. They've gone all the way out of play for throwing, I believe, to Newcastle. Trossard's down, holding what can only be described as the area in between his belly button and his upper thigh, centre of the body. So what happened there, I do not know, but we're going to see now. Well, he certainly didn't hit him there. Oh, God, what an absolute worst that is. Making out he's been hit by, I don't know, been hit by a truck. Anyway, looks like subs are coming on for Brighton. Looks like Mwepu is about to come on. In the middle of the park, that'll be. It's definitely not Target Lamptey. He's too tall to be Target Lamptey. Guimaraes back to Trippier. Takes off the ball. Clearance Schär down the line. Callum Wilson's a willing runner. And that, in fact, wins the ball there. Did really well. Shepherds it. Miggy couldn't take the ball with him and Brighton can come away with it. Little back flick there was nice from Brighton. But Newcastle do win it back. Now it's with Miggy. Bit of space to win into also. Coming inside. He's going to get in the sunlight in a minute. Out wide it goes. This isn't Maximan on this far side. Cross comes in. Great defending at the far post there from Veltman, actually. Really good defending. Otherwise, it's 1-0 to Newcastle because Wilson was on his own. Superb defending. It should be a corner to Newcastle. But what a good move this was. And an absolute superb bit of defending. Because if he hadn't been there, that was 1-0. Brilliant defending from Veltman. Corner ball to Newcastle it'll be, unless he's give a free kick, which surely wouldn't have. Brilliant defending. 10 out of 10 there. Here's a corner for Newcastle, and we're coming quietly back into the game again. Here comes a sub anyway. It's Lallana going off after 64 minutes. Enoch and Mwepu is coming on. Lallana clapping the crowd. Should have scored today, but he's been very good. His one-touch stuff and his general marshalling the play. He's been really good today, Lallana. Still a quality act. If you can keep him fit, been a great signing for them. So Mwepu's on for him. He now has two more chances to make subs now, Potter. Trippier's come out here to take this corner. Will be an outswinger this time from the right-hand side with his right foot. Players could have deep. The four of those time together. Joe Linton, Dan Burn, Schär and Botman. Could it be a decoy? Now it's gone towards the heads and over the top from Dan Burn. Just got there a bit too early and off the top of his head it went. If he could have headed that down, that was 1-0 to Newcastle. But we are coming back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Great corner from Trippier. Dan Burn just mistimed his jumps very, very slightly. Did well to come in and marked, but just couldn't keep it down. And the Newcastle fans in the back have all got their hands on the head because that was a great chance. Free header. But couldn't convert. .65 on the clock. Still 0-0. Still a great game. Still very exciting. Still some great football being played. Lots of tired legs on show, though. It's very, very hot there. Ball's cleared. Long down the pitch from Sanchez. Onto the head of Byrne. Wilson tries to take it down his chest. Knees it. Miscontrols it, really. Back to a Brighton player. And now a ball's gone down the pitch again. Looking for Wilson again. Wilson's a real handful. Joe Linton could pick that up. He does, but his touch ain't good enough. Blasted into Mwepu. Will almost suck it off him. It was Caicedo, actually, and now it's Mwepu coming forward on this left-hand side to Trossard. Trossard squares up Trippier, plays the ball behind him, tries to. Trippier gets a leg out and knocks it out for a throw into Brighton in a dangerous area of the pitch. Level with our penalty area on their left-hand side. But promising signs for Newcastle, starting to come back into the game again. Still have that thing in the back of her head there. They're going to bring some pace on and real pushes and stretches late on with the likes of Tariq Lamptey. Hopefully we can get away with it. But anyway, a penalty area and Mwepu gets a ball across. Foul straight for... This could be 1-0 to Brighton. Great clearance. And Newcastle can get it away. What a fantastic bit of defending. Should have been 1-0 to Brighton there. But a fantastic bit of defending. Wilson now has it. Wilson's looking for a ball. Wilson's beat off the tackle of Caicedo there. Wilson's approaching the centre circle. Past the centre circle. Ball in. Willock's got the pace to get to that, but it was a great idea. And the Brighton defenders were really, really in a mixer there between them and cleared it out for throwing when they could have just left it for the goalkeeper. Duncan Veltman. 6s and 7s there. Thrown to Newcastle. Wide on the left-hand side, level with the Brighton penalty area. But yeah, it should have been 1-0 to Brighton. Didn't there. Pascal Gross had a shot, but what a fantastic bit of defending. Can't see who it is because of the shade. Luckily came to McAllister. He squared it for Gross. Diving tackle winning. I think it was Botman. Going to see more here. Deflected into McAllister. It was Cher, Botman. Can't see. Dan Burn, in fact, with the biggest contribution. Fantastic tackle on Mwepu, who was just about to blast it into probably a goal from 4 yards out. Brilliant defending from Dan Burn. Saved a certain goal there. Water break time, guys. I'll have a quick 7-up break. We'll come back to a throw-in for Newcastle wide level of the area. Unfortunate still to be levels at 0-0 at the minute because that was a really close attempt there. Ryan says that's why I predicted 1-1. We're playing with another wing-back system, but with better quality we are. Ben Miggy's looking ahead of chicken in the final third. Great work right there. He's been great today, I think. Lamptey will destroy Bird on the wing. Yeah, it's kind of a worry that, isn't it, when he comes on? If he comes on. Mr. Matthews, the sad thing is AFM can beat his man on the outside and gets the ball on, but he always cuts inside from inside. Not been the case today. He's been squaring it back. He's just been playing the ball back too deep. So he has got the ball on and pulled the ball back, but not to a Newcastle player. Drinks break still going on. The first half was it couldn't come sooner. It will be different Newcastle second half. Otherwise, we'll be lucky with a draw. This is like a half-time comment, isn't it? Let's skip those. Let's come to the second half and see what people are saying. Why are you even downplaying Miggy this game when he's been the man of the match? No, I've not downplayed him. I think he's been brilliant. Dummett can handle Lamptey better than Byrne. Might be a good shout, actually, for 20 minutes. The heat affects both sides. It's no excuse. This is true. J7 doesn't feel the heat. J7 is heat. That's 0-0. Love the Watchalong class. Keep up. Thanks, Paul. How is Paul? He's resting up, mate. He's okay. But thanks for your concern. Right, Toon gang, second half, fresh start. First goal, yeah. This is quite a way back. We've got a nice £5 super chat from Jeanette Johnston. Doing a great job. Hope Paul gets well soon. Thanks for that. Appreciate the kind gesture also. And also for the compliments from Paul. They haven't seen Miggy into how they've probably judged him from something's going on there. I don't know what it is. We're about to start to play again. If Maxi wants to continue to be south, first call, but he should avoid the top of the box. No one's there. Agree. He has squared it, laid it back to nobody quite a few times today. Dan Bird's going to take the throw in 70 minutes in, so we're going to have at least 2 minutes for the water break. Joe Linton's got it. He's kind of dithering and farting about with it in a minute. Comes all the way back to Sven Botman. He'll go square to share. And there he is. He's gone back to where it came originally. He's looking for John Wilson. Willock was a bit slow there, and Joe Linton stuck a foot out. Did really well, though. And now Joe Willock has it, and he plays it inside for Maxi. Back to Joe Linton. Square inside for Bruno. Back to Joe Linton again. Bit of possession for Newcastle. Dan Burn. Dan Burn's going to lose out. No, Bruno's got it. He plays the ball for Joe Linton. Back to Dan Burn. Little triangle. Going to come all the way back here to Sven Botman. And it's going to keep ball for Newcastle United this time, which Brighton like to do. Bruno's come short for it. Goes past Caicedo. Plays it for Dan Burn. He's going to go for the return. Dan Burn ignores him, goes down the line looking for a ball towards Max Mann, but it was a poor struck ball. Cuts out easily by Solly March. And now Brighton come from deep. Long ball played for McAllister, looking for the run of Trossard. Great ball. Trippier comes to him and marches him up. Ball inside there, and well played from that Fabian Schär to stop the cross coming in from Pascal Gross, is it? Or McAllister, one of the two. Brighton have a corner, though, at their end on their left-hand side. And from one end it went to the other, and it's a very good game of football, I've got to say. "71 minutes on the clock. Newcastle get to make a substitution, which could be crucial in the long run. We'll be needing fresh legs at some stage, surely. Willock starts to look a little bit leggy. So is Maxi, to be fair. Anyway, thin swinging corner comes in, looking for a Brighton head. It's a Newcastle head that gets to it, though. Edge of the area. McAllister plays it out wide, that far side, where Solly March will play a ball. Good ball, too. And unmarked, and it could go straight across. How that stayed out, I will never know. Shot came in. Nick Pope did brilliantly. Solly March again, the danger man. He could have had two today, but and Whipper came for the cross to Solly March. Fantastic save at the near post from Nick Pope. He's been superb today, Nick Pope, at times. Distribution has been not as good this week, but his actual saving and keeping the ball out of the net has been top notch. Really has. Another corner to Brighton, another in-swinger. There's a bit of wrestling in 6 and 7s and pushing it back there by Wilson on Voutman. Them two don't like each other at all. The referee's coming across, have a word with Callum Wilson. Wilson looks like he's saying that Voutman trod on his foot. Wilson pushed him away. Now the referee's having a word with Callum Wilson, Scott, in his ear. Wilson against Voutman could be a mismatch. I've got to say, in the corner, it's a little short one, clever one. There was an outswinger, Newcastle clear it. Maxi, which slows the ball there, edge of the area. McAllister down here now can't see who it is because of the shade. It's now with Trossard. A little ball inside for Welbeck. Back it comes now. Can't see who it is. The shade's terrible. Lewis Dunk now. Voutman being pressurised. Did wrong. Very unlucky there. Very unfortunate Newcastle didn't come away with the ball, but Brighton do come away with it and try and play a ball across to Trossard and Trippier. That's having none of that. Safety first. Clears it out for throw into Brighton. Then it's taken back. Referee stop play. I think there might be substitutions coming on here. I can see Sean Longstaff and Jacob Murphy about to come on for, I'm going to say, Miggy and Willock. And Brighton also has Tarek Lamptey about to come on also. So it looks like Tarek Lamptey is on for Solly March, which is obvious choice. Dan Burn's going to have some pace down that right-hand side now. Last 15, 20 minutes. This is the part where we were worried about, wasn't it? The pace coming over against the tired players. Lamptey for March. Mitama is also on. And he's come on for Trossard down this left. Newcastle about to bring on Murphy and Longstaff. I'm going to say it for Willock and Miggy. But possibly it could be ASM, I guess. We'll see. Mitoma on for Trossard down the left. So some pace down both flanks now for Brighton. Newcastle have to concentrate. Willock's going off. He's run his race today. Longstaff's on for him. And Murphy's coming on for... It's at Maximan. It's Alisson Maximan's coming off. Doesn't look very happy about coming off, but he's run his race also. Worked his socks off. Murphy will go on the left-hand side, I imagine. Longstaff will fit in the same place where Willett was, as a probably more defensive 8 than what Joe Willett was. Anyway, Brighton have started the game again. Lewis Dunk has it and he's played it out to Adam Webster wide in this left-hand flank. Ball in for Welbeck. Nice challenge from Share. Ball's cleared. It's a foul there, surely. Nope, it's free thrown to Newcastle. Thought there was a push there. Nearly 900 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you with us. Lewis Dunk's a solid centre-half, but Callum Wilson's game of all games today, very physical. Wilson's not only a skillful centre-forward, he's a very physical one too. Hates coming second best at anything. Newcastle throw-in. Trippier goes all the way back to Share. Hills goes square to Botman, surely. Now he's going to go board himself down the line. Little nod from Wilson, but it's back to the Brighton centre-halves. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez controls it in his own area. Getting a bit of pressure, but he gets away with it easily enough. Looking for the pace of Lamptey and Byrne let it go. Will Lamptey keep that in? Don't think so. Looks like it's a goal kick. Lamptey's claiming a corner. I think it came off Lamptey. Could be wrong. I mean, Lamptey wouldn't go in the box. I think it's a corner. Yeah, corner off the foot of Dan Burn. Very casual there, Dan Burn. I mean, strange, really. But you've got the pace of Lamptey against you. I guess he thought, I'll get a foot in now. That's a fantastic save in the near post from March, from Nick Pope. That's the second or third great save he's made today. The one from the Lana header was absolutely spellbinding. Been superb today. 76 minutes in, folks. Still 0-0. This will be a real good point if we can come away from the Amex with a point. It's actually a goal kick. It was off Lamptey's foot. Pope goes long, looking for Murphy. Murphy gets a flick on it, or doesn't get a flick on it because he misses it altogether. It's a throw to Brighton in their own half, maybe 20 yards in. Valtman will take it wide right in the right back position, even though he's playing the right centre back. Thrown's taken. Not a lot of runners for him. He's going to go down the line where Botman gets his head on it. Guimaraes gets his head on it also. Brighton will nice little turn in the midfield there. Get pressure on him. Wepu. He plays it back to Adam Webster. Webster looking for a nice little pass with a bit of great anticipation from Fabian Schär. Can this fall to Callum Wilson? He's certainly going to have a go for it. It's bounced nicely for him, but it's a throw into Brighton. I didn't think he went out of play personally, but Brighton get a throw in. Pretty sure he didn't go out of play, but they're going to get a throw in. And to give a free kick for a push, which is possible. We'll soon see. Yeah, it's a free kick for a push from Callum Wilson. Ridiculous decision, to be fair. More Newcastle substitutions warming up. Looks like Paul Dummett's warming up. Chris Wood's warming up. Build a bonfire, put Chris Wood on the top, let him fall down in the middle, and burn. Hey. Clearance from Sanchez. Tripping as well to get a nut on that. Brighton still attacking, but the ball should come away now. Bruno's done really well there to put a bit of pressure on, but they've still escaped it. And out the wide side, it's gone to Tarek Lamptey. This is why Murphy's on to help Burn with Lamptey. Ball inside there, and Wepu's on the far side of the area. Dan Burn's gone to him. Cross comes in. Can't see in the area now, but Joe Linton has it, and we'll get it away from Newcastle. Should go out wide there to Murphy to come across the middle of the pitch instead, and the ball comes out here for Callum Wilson, who's now approaching penalty area. It's actually Miggy. Miggy did well to get there. That's a great cross, but there's no one there. Superb cross. Sean Longstaff was nearest. Great cross. It might have been Callum Wilson, in fact, because it was a fantastic cross in the middle. It was a Shearer-esque one. I've got along the floor, curved. Brilliant play there from Bruno. Sean Longstaff takes over and plays it for Fabian Schär. Just in the Brighton half. Little ball over the top, looking for Wilson. Wilson's got it in the area, but it's offside. And the flag, it's Almiron, in fact. The flag goes up for offside as soon as Almiron touches the ball. Nearly 80 minutes on the clock, but fantastic cross from Callum Wilson. Unfortunately, Callum Wilson wasn't in the middle to be on the end of his own cross because it was brilliant. He got the ball. He ran at the defender, Webster. Yeah, had him for pace. Great cross, but there's no one in the middle. Longstaff went near post. Murphy really should have been there, but wasn't at the far post. Didn't anticipate the ball coming in. That's a huge long clearance. And then Miato, Mitawa, what's game? Didn't get it. Mitoma. And it's a throw into Newcastle, which Kieran Trippier will definitely take. 80 minutes on the clock. Pace is slowing a little bit now. The subs haven't really put any impetus into the game as yet, thank God. So that's last of it. There's a lot of fresh pace down that right-hand side against Dunbar. Brighton do have it, though, and it's with Lewis Dunk. No, it's Veltman, actually. Inside there for McAllister. Back to Veltman. We go all the way back to Sanchez. Pressure from Wilson. Going to come. Nearly got it. Cleared from Sanchez. Did well to keep that in Matoma. Nice bit of skill also. Murphy came back to help. Brighton get the leg in again, and they're through here. It's Matoma, left-hand side, and well tracked back by, I believe it was bright play from the young, I don't know if it's Korean or Japanese player there, Matoma. Real bright play. Little flick over the top of Cher. Matoma carried it on, and it was actually, I'm not sure who it was, can't see because of the shade. May well have been Kieran Trippier. Corner to Brighton. They've got some big men also. And plenty of pace on the flanks to worry about. Anyway, corner's going to be taken in swinger. Pascal Gross. In it goes. Looking for the near post. Pope doesn't come. Newcastle head gets on it. Picked up by Matoma. Back to Pascal Gross. Going to go back to Matoma again. Nice little ball inside there. They let him go there, Gross. Squared it back, edge of the area. Shot comes in. Oh, off the line. Off the line. But I don't know what Brighton are appealing for here. But appealing for something. Lewis Dunk's appealing for something. Nothing given. It's a throw into Brighton. But that was off the line again. Brighton so close to taking the lead for the third or fourth time in the game. Nick Pope managed to get a save to it. A hand to it. It was about to trickle over the line, but it was cleared. Going to see who by now. Ball back from Gross, the edge of the area. McAllister's shot was a curved one. It come off the Newcastle player, Bird, went towards the goal, which Pope saved. It's actually Veltman, it's not handball. And Fabian Schär got off the line. Really wide that look there. And they're appealing for handball against Dan Burn, which isn't all day long. I don't know, it might be. His hand is away from his body, to be fair. I don't know if they are checking it or not. They must be. No, you see his chest, hasn't even hit his hand. It's stomach. I think we're going to have a free kick to Newcastle. It is a free kick. It's a long kick from Pope. Nearly got inside there, Murphy, but Brighton will come away with it. Caicedo hoofs it long, and so does Cher back in return. While taken down from Miggy Almiron, and a nice ball out for Murphy. Murphy can have a go at his winger here. Oh, horrendous, Murphy. Horrendous. Bit of pressure coming on from Newcastle here, which is good to see. And Dan Burn stops Tarek Lamptey before he can get his motor running and kicks it out for a throw-in the Brighton half. 83 minutes on the clock. We've rode our look at time today, guys, but we're still in it. 0-0. Holding on. Sometimes by the thinnest of thin margins, by the thinnest of threads, it's still 0-0. Dan Burn's over the back of Tarek Lamptey. The ball is won by Newcastle. Joe Linton plays it back to Sven Botman. Fabian Schär, ball through the middle, looking for the run of Miggy, nodded away from Webster. Wilson picks up the rebound. Didn't quite fall for him, and Brighton can come away with the ball. Through the middle it goes now. Great tackle in there from Schär. The rest give a free kick. That's ridiculous. Played the ball. It's Dan Burn, in fact. Played the ball. It's foul on Pascal Gross. They've gone quickly. Lamptey to have a go at Dan Burn. Helps out by Longstaff. Cross comes in, nodded away from Trippier. Edge the area now with Caicedo. Inside to McAllister, back to Caicedo. Got an inside ball from Weber, who once he didn't get it, he went out wide and said to Mitoma. Mitoma looking at Trippier, inside once, going outside next time. Mitoma's gone past Trippier, open goal. Oh, that don't go in. Near post, Pascal Gross should have scored. Somehow, if it got deflected or not, I think it did. He went wide for a corner. Oh, the stats of this game are going to be unbelievable. This should have been another goal for Brighton. Mitoma had Trippier on toast there, inside, outside, got the byline, squared past, Gross near post. I think he's just put it wide, in fact. Did he get a deflection on it? We'll soon see if he can get that angle. No, straight wide, goal kick. But he should have been 1-0 there. Really riding our look at times here. 85 minutes on the clock. Mitoma had Trippier on toast there, but it's only that far wide of the post. Pope was going the other way. So we are really riding our look. 0-0, 85 minutes on the clock. Mitoma causing Kieran Trippier all sorts of strife down that right-hand side. Long clearance from Sanchez. clear from Vartman. Dan Burn gets a foot on it before Tarek Lamptey can run in behind him. Free kick to Brighton for a foul for some reason. Certainly weren't there. Callum Wilson really getting on the nerves of the Brighton centre halves. He's really given them two a real battle today. Well, the three of them, in fact. Free kick in the Brighton defensive area. Callum Wilson probably get booked for this. Not retreating. Lewis Dunk's whacked it straight at him. Callum Wilson's going to get booked, I would imagine. But not retreating. Scott's come across to have a word with him. Didn't book him, just told him. I think Scott's scared of Callum Wilson, the referee. Because that was probably a yellow card offence, but he didn't give it. And my stream's gone, so we'll have to go back. Oh, shit. I'll do that. Back with you in a second, guys. Won't be long. I've inadvertently turned the stream off. Silly thing to do, isn't it? I'm not going to be there. Seems to be on some kind of loop again here, so it's we'll go away from that. Yes, bit of a break in the stream here we've got, fellas and lasses. Back on now, though, which is good. Chris Wood's about to come on, which isn't so good. I imagine Callum Wilson has won his race now, though. He has when he's socked off, and credit to him for that. We've got 86 on the clock. Chris Wood in the shade. You can still see him. Maybe he's going to cause us all a bit of embarrassment and knock in the winner. Eddie Howe giving him instructions. I think Chris Wood might actually be handy to have from set pieces away, defending. So if Callum Wilson goes, he's give that Brighton back line a proper run around today. And the referee told Wilson to go off behind the goal, which is near us. So Wilson's going to slow his walk down now and take the same time, isn't he? Trying to get him off at the nearest point of entry. Obviously, Newcastle doing a bit of time wasting here. Trying to hang on for this point. I mean, he could have booked it for time wasted there, but Wilson's off the pitch now. Chris Wood will take us probably longer. No, Chris Wood's broke into an amble here. Positively sprinted onto the pitch, cantering on the pitch even. One way even say gallop, but he's there. Dan Burn with a long throw down the line, over the halfway line, flick on from Chris Wood, in fact, to no one in particular. Dan Burn against Tarek Lamptey in the air. Dan Burn nods it out of play. Probably could have done better than that, but misjudged the fly to the ball. But at least he got to the ball. Ball's thrown into the box. Botman's gone out to meet it, but Brighton, good tackle though. Newcastle can clear it with Joe Linton. Chris Wood straight away runs into trouble, loses the ball, and the Brighton defence can again bring the attack forward again, looking for the ball over the top, looking for Matoma. Trippier's got that all day long and just plays safe into touch for a throw-in to Brighton and Hove Albion level with the penalty area. Indeed, it was Fabian Schär. I think it could be a long goal, 5 or 6 minutes here, people. Thanks to Brighton then, taken by the tap over here, Webster. Is it Webster? Looks like Webster. Can throw it long. Just looks like he's got the capability of throwing it long. He goes into the area, straight to Newcastle player. Miggy hoofs it away. No one down there to retrieve it apart from the Brighton player running back for it, and back it goes to Sanchez. 88 on the clock, going to be an hour Brighton, last 4 or 5 minutes here. Perhaps longer. Sanchez has come for this left-hand side again. Wherever hits the pass, throw into Newcastle. Kieran Trippier looks tired. They all look tired, to be fair. We still do have another sub to make if we need to. 2 more subs. been an enthralling battle, I've got to say. Very tactical battle between two fantastic managers. Flick on from Wood, looking for the run of Jacob Murphy. Didn't cut to him. Actually, it was Miggy. Ball's back with Sanchez. Can Wilson Wood put a bit of pressure on? Well, he's just jogging towards him, so no, he can't. Is the answer to that? And Sanchez can get a considered shot towards Lamptey. Wood as well. Sorry, Bird as well to beat Lamptey there. Considered pass from Botman. It's Joe Linton who's fouled there. Wood will pick it up. Wood's also fouled, but he plays on. Now it's with Murphy. Newcastle can break here. Ball back to Bruno Guimaraes. A long wide ball here towards Kieran Trippier coming forward. And Newcastle can come forward now. Ball inside for Longstaff. It's over on the far side there to Miggy Almiron. One-on-one with the defender Webster. We come back to Trippier. He does. Trippier looking for ball back. Goes to Almiron again. This time he's got Webster squared up. Little shimmy takes Webster away. Cuts inside Almiron. Lovely little ball over the top. Looking for Joe Linton. It was Longstaff, in fact. It was cleared away for a corner to Newcastle United. And this time we've got some aerial ability again now with Wood. 89 minutes on the clock. So nice bit of football there for Newcastle. Involved Almiron, Trippier, Longstaff, Bruno Guimaraes. It was nice to see. But Newcastle are still looking for the 3 points. They're just hanging on for the one. Corner to Newcastle. This will be a real smash and grab if we can get it. 90 minutes up on the clock. And we have a total of 4 minutes added time to be added on. Kieran Trippier now with a corner. That's going to be a swing, obviously. Can he find the Newcastle header? Can a Newcastle carry it into that Brighton Hove Albion goal? Because if it does, there'll be seeds here, that's for certain. In comes the ball now. Ball's looking for a Newcastle header over the top of a Newcastle player. Joe Linton can retrieve it. Might go all the way out. Throw it to Newcastle. Indeed, it does. Nicely cleared from Brighton there. A little flick on. Jacob Murphy will take the throw in. Will he leave for Dan Burn? Probably will, because there'll be a long throw in into the box here, surely. Or just looking for the point. We'll see, because Dan Burn's taking his time. He's trying it for Murphy. Murphy's took it down. Got a man on his back. And he'll get another throw in deep in the corner. Right next to the corner flag, in fact. We'll see what Newcastle's ambitions like now. With what they do with this throw in. Dan Burn's come 5 yards away and plays it to Miggy. Back to Dan Burn. Back to Miggy. Little trickery there for Miggy. Didn't work. And Brighton come away with it. But Newcastle do win it back. Almost win it back. Brighton got lucky there. Caicedo is looking for the ball. He'll probably get it now. He goes for Lewis Dunk ahead. Everything's from Lewis Dunk. He's the leader of this team. He starts all the attacks from deep. Great player, Lewis Dunk. Should have played for England on many occasions, but hasn't. Enoch and Wepu has it on the far side. McAllister. Caicedo's free again, but he gives it to Dunk because Dunk's the start point every time. Gets a bit predictable. Down to Lamptey now. Joe Linton's gone across to help out. Bruno helps with Wepu. Wepu keeps the ball. Back to Valtman. Back to Wepu. Surely going to give Lamptey a win against Burn at some point, and they haven't yet. But it's back down to Lewis Dunk. Position football from Brighton. Adam Webster now down the line looking for Matoma. Matoma's gone for the return. Covered though. Brilliant by Trippier. Brilliant. Actually, it was Fabian Schär once again. Been outstanding today, Schär, actually. Another great performance from the Swiss international. Yellow card there for somebody. Not sure who it was. He showed it to somebody. Not sure. Fabian Schär, in fact. Not a clue why. Not a clue. Brighton with Matoma. Ball inside. Went deep there, Newcastle, but well watched, though, by Murphy. Oh, trouble there. Joe Linton clears it. Luckily, Webster back to Dunk, and it's going to go across the pitch, is it? No, Dunk's looking forward this time. Matoma took his half the ball under his foot. It ran. It was Pascal Gross, in fact, and then for throwing to Newcastle. About a minute and a half to go, folks. This will be a fantastic point if we can hold on to it, because for the large periods of the second half, especially, Newcastle have been on the back foot and defending for our dear lives. But this will be one of the points that we would never have got 12 minutes ago. This would have been a 4-0 hiding 12 minutes ago, no doubt about it. But anyhow, still giving the troops his orders and barking them out from the sideline. Schär has it, clears it, down the pitch, way over the top of anyone. What's Webster's touch like? Good enough. Clears it out for throws to Newcastle. Took Miggy down in the process. Actually, it was Lewis Dunk. We're in the final minute now of injury time. About 45 seconds to go. Kieran Trippier has it, taking more instructions from Eddie Howe. Will we go for a last-minute winner? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a case of keep ball for the last 30 seconds or so. Trippier's looking for someone to throw it to. Not a lot of options, really. Joe Linton's gone into an advanced position. He's got Guimaraes also there. He's looking for the head of Joe Linton. Way over the top of him. And it's a corner ball. Is it? No, it didn't quite go. Sanchez kept it in. And Sanchez is going to kick it from hand, I think, taking his time. Got Chris Wood in front of him, and kind of trying to put him off, but it's straight down Botman's neck. Botman heads it away. Doesn't get it far, really, but it's a brilliant bit of play, though, from Miggy. He's been outstanding today. Took the ball away, still going, kept it in, Miggy. Miggy against 4 of them, still going, but he took it over the 4 minutes now. Referee's still playing on now. Back it goes to Dunk. Surely this is it now, referee. You've played over your 4 minutes. Brighton from deep with Veltman, and now to Tariq Lamptey on the far side. 20 seconds over the 4 minutes. This was FIFA. It'd be blown up by now. Let's hope it's not like FIFA. Gone into a loop again. So that looks like it, folks. 0-0. Great performance. Great battling performance. Courageous performance to get us through there. Very lucky. At times, lots of last-minute scrapes, but we've managed to come away with a 0-0 draw at Brighton at the Amex. Some fantastic goalkeeping from Nick Pope has kept us in the game at times there. But yeah, a real battling performance. Valiant, brave, gallant, all those words that you use, backs to the wall performances you can use today for us. Outstanding. And Brighton at times looked very, very good also. You know, they attacked with such verve and vigour. Welbeck was a real hassle all day long. Caicedo in the middle of the park, very good also. But yeah, 0-0. Let's take some comments from the chat. Ben says, good commentary, Billy. Good away point is a very good point. And we were lucky, King Arthur. Yeah, I will have to say we were lucky. Sounds like Sunderland were 2 up and then ended up drawing 2-2. And even better still, looks like the QPR goalkeeper scored the equaliser. Finished Arsenal 4-2. Looks like Jesus has scored at least one. Happy with the points. Says Clarkey. Paul says all the defensive played well, but we need to work on our set piece and attack. I agree with that. Dave Bullman. Well done, Billy. Still the best Toon channel on YouTube. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. Take the points, absolutely. Great point to take, isn't it? Sounds like a corporate. Molyneux as well. Wolves 0, Fulham 0. Largo don't look very happy. Full time 0-0. David Johansson, awful game. There was lots of quality in it, and it was very exciting. But at any given moment, you know, it felt like we were going to concede, and we didn't. So, you know, that's the kind of game that we would have definitely lost 12 minutes ago. 4th and 6th of vigilance, 55 indeed. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening indeed. How's the bacon, he says. Great point for me. If it ends like this, it did end like this. 0-0, Danielle. 2-2 says Ben. Point will do and clean sheet. Absolutely. Still not conceded the goal. Well done, Billy. Great show. Match the day next. Yeah, who knows? You never know. I think I speak too fast for match of the day, to be fair. I don't speak the Queen's English like their commentators all do. Great job, Billy lads. It's Carl. Cheers, mate. Poor performance, but take a point. Getting a bit. We're going, absolutely. A point is a good result today. Tuber 369 Pan. Was it PSN? PSN. Need more up front. Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. I think it's quite obvious. Tom says, that'll do. I'll have taken out before kick-off. Indeed. Gannon Pope, anything for a free McDonald's. Yeah, he's got a free McDonald's and he deserves it. He's worked his socks off that today. 2 or 3 great saves. Thanks for commenting. No problem, Keith. QPR keeper scoring is class. It is, especially against them. Newcastle were poor. Disagree with that. I thought we battled really hard. Created a few chances ourselves. They're not real clear-cut ones, can be said. I'll take 1 point back to the Fortress. Thanks, Nick. You did a proud stay, pal. Enjoy your sausage, what's his face? Sausage breakfast, whatever you call them. McMuffin. We were playing an up-and-coming top team away. They just beat Man U and we drew, indeed. Lucky point. Was a lucky point. at times. Anyway, we'll take that off the stage because we were joined back by our fantastic statistician. So before we do that, we'll just put this Carl Freeman £6.10 super chat. Definitely take that result, even though it was pretty boring. Seat in the pants stuff at times, Alex, when the second half.
Yeah, that was a lot harder second half. They're used to playing dominant technical football. We're still learning. Maybe missing a couple of players to do that kind of thing consistently at the moment, and it showed. We were very fortunate with a couple of bounces that went our way, but last season we had very, very poor luck, to be fair, and things. I said this a lot last season. Over a 38 game season or over time, things do start to balance out. And we deserve a bit of luck. We've had a lot go against us. So, and it was a very dogged display. There were a lot of blocks from sort of Botman and Byrne in the second half. We just ran out of legs and quality to try and nick anything, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very good point. 4 points from 2 matches is, 2 points per game is outrageous. If we keep anything like this up, then that's brilliant.
Goalkeeper performance was top notch.
Yeah, Pope was outstanding. A couple of poor distributions, but generally it was okay. It was hard to distribute today with the 3 Brighton centre backs and Dunk being very domineering. It was difficult, but he did okay, and the saves were absolutely brilliant. Very, very focused, very, very switched on. Great acquisition. I'm not so sure Dubravka makes all of those saves necessarily. No,
I don't think he did the one at the near post from the shot from Gross. Was it March? Whoever it was, the one at the near post, he got down to really quickly. I don't think he got that.
Mm-hmm.
He may have got the header from Lallana, but 2 outstanding saves. Yeah, definitely back to the wall performance. They're the kind of points that you look back at 12 minutes and say, yeah, might have been second best, but what a great point that was.
Yeah, that'll be integral. I mean, you win at home and you try and take anything you can away, and you're looking tidy.
Indeed.
I'll 100% take a point against that, because they're a very, very good team. Let's be honest. They've just 2-1 against Man United, flattered Man United. They were very, 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 very good. So I think getting a point is super, super useful for us. Further down the line, this point might make a difference. So,
indeed it will. Hard watching there, wasn't it? With the shade of the stand over half the pitch, you kind of couldn't see who half the players were with the shade. It was very hard watching.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the play, you could see Callum Wilson was always in that second half was trying to stand on that right side, so he was in the shade, which maybe is not necessarily where you should always be standing. They were struggling. A lot of the lads were really struggling with the temperature. I think we suffered slightly more. But we'll get there. We'll get there. The lads are learning to play that style of football, and I think we matched Brighton. Not quite, but we nearly matched Brighton in the first half, trying to wrestle the domination from them. And then second half we struggled, and I really do think the heat is a big factor. I think we'll be able to play better when it's not that hot.
Who we've got next? Man City, isn't it?
Oh, I haven't even checked who's next. I believe it is, isn't it? I think it is City next.
Although that game today will be a kind of handy tip for us, won't it? A little bit of practice for what we're going to receive against Man City. I think it might be the similar kind of approach that Man City takes to the game. So it might do hold some good stuff, actually. Hopefully Target's back. No, hopefully Target's back by then, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a home fixture, so with Target back, and the lads are going to be, if they weren't fully fit, they are now, because that was hell to leather for 90 minutes. That was hard. It was a hard game. So they will be, more prepared to play against somebody dominating and a high possession and plays that kind of technical football. So I feel like if we had to pick anybody to come next, probably City at home would be the perfect game, because we look like we're starting to sort of peak into the season. Well, the early peak anyway. We look ready, fit enough. We've just played against a similar system up to a point. We'll see how it goes. Anything against City as well would be a dream. So we'll see if it keeps going.
It'll be an interesting review show this week. I don't think we'll be giving many tens out. Maybe one. I don't know. Maybe not. But there'll be any tens this week.
Tricky. Very, very tricky. I mean, there was some there were some improvements today. I think you could see some of our lads were really having to focus because it was far more of a chess game than they're used to, especially with Maxi as well, having to try and in the first half an hour really having to be switched on positionally and defensive. And he did okay at times. He's definitely improving defensively. I was very pleased with him in the first 10 or 15 minutes, actually. It was quite good defensive work. So hopefully we can see those improvements from him. I think maybe he needs to try and... He seems like he's maybe shelving a little bit of his raw talent to try and play a little bit more straight line. And I think that hurts his game sometimes. I think he should have tried... we didn't really get much of the ball in the second half, so he couldn't try what we were hoping for. But I think he does need to try and be a little bit more flary and fire some shots off. We can't make him too structured, otherwise we lose the best part of him.
Absolutely.
But some good focus from a few of the lads today. Bruno switched back on in the second half. Like some of the poor things we saw did get addressed at half time, which is, it's just nice to have a manager who fixes the problems at half time. And in the second half, you see those things stop happening, because that never used to happen under Bruce. They'd come out and it'd be the same mistakes. So it was lovely to see some players sort of clean up their play and change it a bit. And Byrne did very well in the second half, to be fair, considering.
He did. And he actually managed Tarek Lamptey really well. He didn't let him get going, did he? As soon as the ball got to him, he was on him. So no chance to get acceleration up. And
I think it was easier for him because I think
he's
just so much more intelligent and more experienced than Lamptey. He was just always in the right place at the right time ahead of him, and Lamptey couldn't, open his legs up at all. So
0-0. It's 4 points out of 6. We march on to the next game. Review show, I imagine it'll be tomorrow. Hopefully Paul will be back for that. How are you feeling better, pal? And it'll be an interesting show, I think, because it's a strange game to kind of look at in detail. Because at times we looked a better side, but most of the time we weren't. I thought second half, they got a hold of Caicedo much better. It was very, very ineffective second half. But yeah, it was a good game of football. Good points to take away from home. And it's actually quite entertaining for 0-0. Really entertaining.
Yeah, as 0-0s go, that was decent. It was very dramatic. Yeah, it was frustrating to watch us because, we were getting sort of the 1, 2, 3 linking plays and just always that final ball. And yeah, that does. People talk about transfers. The signing, the first 11 we've got is fine, but to try and break teams of that quality down, we just need a little bit more quality. So hypothetically, if you do have somebody like Paqueta in that midfield as the third player, and then somebody with more output than Miggy, a bit faster, maybe we have a bit more control in that game. We have a few more shots. We maybe get a goal. But these are all ifs and buts. We played very well. We got a point. So it is what it is.
Sunderland lost a 2-0 lead and draw 2-0. I like that. Apparently the Queen's Park Rangers goalkeeper equalised.
What? Oh dear.
That's about it, guys. I can't think of anything else to say or do. We're going to talk about this in more detail tomorrow, obviously. Myself, Alex, Danielle, and hopefully Paul. But as Barbara says, we're still unbeaten. That's not bad after 2 weeks compared to last year. Night and day, isn't it, compared to last year? We're going to leave you. Tip for you all. Head yourself over to John Sinclair TV. I think he's doing a match review now. So all you lot watching me, go over there and watch him and Tony talk about the game. If you haven't had enough today, that's the place to go. We'll see you all tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments how your fantasy's doing after that match so far.
Yeah, in the comments below, because I've got a clean sheet for Botman. Alan Pope. Pope might get a man of the match as well. I've
got Botman and Trippier, so I should get...
You'll get 2 clean sheets.
And Bruno as well, but not sure why he's going to get scored.
Neither got booked, did they? I don't think anyone... Share got booked, didn't he? But
I don't have Share, that's fine.
So if you get Share, I think you're going to lose a point for him getting booked. But apart from that, clean sheets galore for Newcastle defenders. So, your points should go up. I'm going to have a look now at the results and see where the team are. But till tomorrow, me and Alex will wish you a farewell and have a great afternoon and night. And don't drink too much because I'm going to. I've got to tell you. I'm going out for lots of cold beers.
All right, see everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, indeed. See you all. Good night. Away the lads and lasses, and we'll see you soon.